ecological issues. They affect us all. And so, tonight on Second Nature, we'll be recycling some old nature footage.
Let's start the fucking show, eh?
You're going to jail.
I will never leave YouTube.
I don't give a fuck about the fucking law.
I'll beat your ass.
Don't come to my trailer again! You will be banned!
I'll beat your ass.
You officially entered the wet panty zone.
Goddamn Microsoft, potting down my mic. I'd set my mic, folks. I know, you couldn't hear me. But we're starting a little early because Vaughn is live over on Odyssey. And it probably sucks, but I thought, what the heck, what a rare opportunity to catch Vaughn live. So we will continue with our regularly scheduled broadcast, I guess, after we check out the suckiness of Vaughn live over here. So thumbs it up, all that good stuff. I'm going to go ahead and crack my beer. And we're going to get right into it. Folks, thanks for joining. And tell a friend, pass it along. Sharing is, what is it? Caring and sharing, something like that. Anyways, let's get into it, folks. Live.
And the recording said tonight is the new moon, so it was probably not the moon, and yet it was much brighter than a full moon. And there's the video in question. What stood out was its extraordinary lighting, strange shape, and irregular movements. The witness said the spacecraft at one point changed shapes, going from a hexagonal shape to a circular shape. Despite the onlooker being the only person who saw the object in the sky, they made sure to report that they did not take any type of perception-affecting substance. So in other words, he wasn't on drugs. Newfark attempted to explain the aircraft, noting that an Elon Musk SpaceX rocket launch had taken place that day 3 hours earlier. A previous rocket launch in Great Britain, however, did leave behind a glowing frozen fuel that formed a blue spiral, which looked just like the witness's video. The head-scratching video was captured just days before a hearing in the U.S. Congress on UFOs and unidentified aerial phenomenon, UAP. One notable face on the meeting, including Pentagon UFO Project whistleblower Luis Elizondo, a former NASA administrator and retired Navy admiral, who urged the government to publish what it knows about these unexplained sightings. So there we go. Not sure if the two are congruent to one another, but supposedly... now, this on the right is supposedly what was left by a rocket, and the one on the left is the UFO. I don't think they're the same thing. They don't even look the same, do they? The circle around the UFO object is continuous. Is continuous, while the frozen particles are not. So I'd say they're not the same thing. At least going by what I see. But so there's one news article that is out there. Is it art or aliens? Buga, Colombia, UFO sphere draws conspiracy theories. Let me see here. Daily Dot. Asking for ads again. Oh my God. Oh well. Man who recorded best ever UFO footage. Okay, there we go. Let's zoom in. Okay. Man who recorded best ever UFO footage answered question about video being fake. He sure it wasn't just a scrap of something going by. A man who recorded the best ever UFO footage has explained why he doesn't think what he saw was fake. There are plenty of people who are convinced they've seen a UFO hurtling through the sky, and some even managed to get video evidence of their sightings. Some of the claims people make aren't hard to debunk. Others take a lot more explaining. One of the clearest pieces of footage of a sighting was taken by someone who was up in the very sky themselves and became convinced they had a close encounter of the third kind. The footage was dubbed one of the greatest UFO evidences of all time by ufologist Jamie Musson, who has been caught with fake aliens in the past. However, truth is in the eye of the beholder, so you might as well give it a look and learn why the person who filmed it thinks it's genuine. What do you suppose it is? Well, shit, I can't barely see it. It's a freaking dot. Where did the footage come from? The video was taken by pilot George A. Artigia, who was flying in the skies above Antigua, Colombia, when he spotted something peculiar moving through the sky. Within just a few seconds, the strange square-like object can be seen flying past Artiga's plane and goes whizzing off in another direction. The bloke claimed that he and his co-pilot had seen the object hovering in the air between the cities of Medellin and Santa Fe before it suddenly gained speed and moved towards them. Artiga claimed that the pair had wanted to keep following the strange object, the strange sight, before it suddenly started heading right for them. However, Artiga was able to get some footage on his phone, which he claims is proof that he had a bona fide daylight encounter with a UFO. Check it out. Okay, I can't check it out because there's nothing there. There's literally nothing there. Where the hell is it? Okay, well, whatever. Why is Artiga sure it's UFO? This is a big question that anyone's going to ask when they say they've caught a UFO on camera. Okay, Ruby? No, we don't want that. We'll get rid of that. Thank you. There are all sorts of objects in the sky, which might just be a balloon or a scrap of something else floating about in the wind. However, the pilot said that since his plane was at 12,500 feet, there's no chance it could just have been a balloon. Well, now, wait a minute. Why not? I mean, isn't that what high-altitude balloons do? They fly at high altitude, hence the name, high altitude. Whatever. Anyway, Artiga claimed it would be too cold and turbulent at that height for something like a balloon to survive in the skies, so he reckons it must have been a UFO. On top of that, the pilot claimed the thing he saw was something totally unknown without means of any propulsion, and he thought it moved in an intelligent manner. You may believe what you like, but the man who saw and filmed it is pretty convinced he laid eyes on a UFO. Okay, so, there's the object. Okay. Actually, it looks like it could be a piece of metal coming off of an aircraft. That's what it kind of looks like to me, actually. Best ever UFO camera had its authenticity 100% confirmed. Really? Aliens and UFOs are surely one of the longest running fascinations of our time. Ever since reports of an alien spaceship crashing in Roswell way back in the 40s hit the press, mankind has been hooked on UFO hysteria. We all know someone who spotted a rogue birthday balloon or glow lantern in the sky and whipped out their phone camera to declare that an alien invasion is imminent. But even now and again, footage emerges that rattles even the biggest alien skeptics. One person who managed to capture pretty eerie footage is pilot George A. Artiga, whose video recorded during a flight has been called the best UFO footage ever and has also been found to be 100% authentic. Check out the footage for yourself. Okay, and once again, there is no footage here. Where the fuck is the footage? It's not there. Artiga was traveling through the skies above Antigua, Colombia, when he spotted a strange object hurtling through the sky. Captured in bright daylight, the mysterious square-shaped object shoots out of the clouds and past Artiga's cockpit in a matter of seconds. He was able to quickly grab his camera and record the object, which appeared to be light in color and painted and pointed at one end as it flew towards him before quickly speeding off. Artiga would later claim that he and his co-pilot had spotted the item floating in the air between the cities of Medellin and Santa Fe before it drastically picked up speed and beelined towards them. The pair had originally wanted to follow the UFO, but later abandoned the search after it suddenly began to hurtle towards them. A birthday balloon, a rogue Wi-Fi board, or aliens? Now I know what you're thinking. Surely it's just another runaway balloon or a random piece of debris. Not according to Ortega, who claimed that it would have been too cold or turbulent for a balloon to survive, adding that they were flying 12,500 feet in the air at the time. And it seems that Ortega has the backing of controversial ufologist Jamie Maussan, who later authenticated. As for what happens during a UFO authentication process, we're not sure, but the pair would later sit down for an interview about the video, which Maussan later shared on his social media account. We are facing one of the greatest UFO evidences of all time, captured by the Captain Pilot Aviator George Ortega G. He wrote on X, alongside with a clip from their chat. Maussan went on to add that Ortega had told him the object moved with something totally unknown, without means of propulsion or movements that he considers intelligent. He also added that he had cross-referenced the footage with Pilot Lieutenant Ryan Graves, who had agreed the clip showed a UFO, also known as a UAP, unidentified aerial phenomenon. Whether or not you believe the clip is a UFO or a floating piece of rubbish depends on what your stance on aliens is. Perhaps it's one to bookmark and ask aliens about it when they finally decide to invade us. There's a close-up of the thing. I don't know. I think it's a piece of debris off the plane. He might want to PMCS his vehicle when he gets down on the ground. That'd be my guess. It looks like a piece off the plane, really. That's what it looks like. Joe Rogan addressed the best ever UFO footage caught on camera that had 100% confirmed. The podcast host said the mysterious object looked like it's from another fucking world. Well, there you go. So Joe Rogan has spoken, people. At this stage in the game, we've all seen the clip of what is supposed to be the best UFO footage ever. But not everyone has heard what Joe Rogan had to say about it. Although his passion for the subject might have fooled you into thinking he's an extraterrestrial expert, 57-year-old is actually just an enthusiast. He's invited a plethora of guests on his podcast, The Joe Rogan Experience, to discuss the topic, while previously saying he's 100% convinced that aliens have visited Earth. The UFC commentator even chewed the fat with President Donald Trump about the prospect of little green men coming down from space in November of last year. So when footage of a UFO, which was pretty hard to argue against, went viral a few years ago, Rogan obviously wanted to put his 2 cents in. Take a look at the clip for yourself. No, I cannot. There is nothing there. There is no clip there. What are you all talking about? What is it with this website? It doesn't post clips, apparently. In June last year, Rogan welcomed America's Got Talent judge Howie Mandel, 69, onto his podcast and just couldn't resist showing him the video. Explaining that people were calling it some of the most compelling UFO video ever recorded, Rogan went on to say that he had been unable to think up an explanation for it. They freeze-framed it. It looks like a flying disc. He told Mandel about the strange object in the sky. I mean, what in the fuck is that? Rogan's guest claimed that he had previously encountered a UFO himself, while suggesting that the flying object in the clip was traveling at a similar speed. In response, Rogan said, but you have to take into consideration that this plane is moving in a specific direction and the UFO is moving in the opposite direction, so it looks much faster than it actually is, even if that was like a Mylar balloon. If you're passing it that fast, I mean, I don't know what you're getting at. That to me looks like it's from another fucking world. Rogan reckoned that the UFO looked like it was from another fucking world. Yeah. He explained that he was unsure whether it was merely a distortion in the footage, which made him think this, or because the flying object was actually an alien-related object. That looks very distinct, Rogan went on. It's so fascinating, man. I mean, if I was a cynic, I'd say, oh, it's a fucking balloon. But it is weird, because it's not moving that fast if the plane is moving. At the time, Rogan wasn't too sure if the clip was even legit or not. However, pilot George A. Ortega later came out to confirm it was in fact authentic. Ortega was swooping through the skies above Antigua, Colombia, when he spotted the object emerging through the clouds and zooming past the cockpit of the small plane he was flying. The quick-thinking pilot incredibly juggled his controls with his camera to capture the extraordinary moment as he and his co-pilot watched in awe. Ortega said that the object had initially been stationary, before appearing to float in the air between Medellin and Santa Fe. He claimed it then drastically picked up speed and beelined towards them, resulting in him maneuvering the plane to follow the UFO. The podcast host was left stunned by the footage. Ortega insisted it didn't look or behave like a balloon, a drone, or a plane, but he didn't manage to track it down. After starting to hunt the flying object, the dad is said to have become alarmed when it started moving towards the plane, seeing him abandon the search in fear. He reckons that it would have been too cold and too turbulent for it to be a balloon, as he says it would have popped or blown away at 12,500 feet in the air, while that close to another aircraft, but the jury's still out on what exactly it was. Ufologist Jamie Maussan, who famously unveiled the 2 alien corpses in Mexico last year, also threw his weight behind the claims, insisting the footage was genuine. Sharing a snippet of their chat on post on X, Maussan captioned the clip, "We are facing one of the greatest UFO evidences of all time, captured by the captain pilot aviator George Ortega G." He also thanked retired pilot Lieutenant Ryan Graves for analyzing and validating the clip alongside him, which brought them both to the conclusion that it was a UAP anomalous object, aka a UFO. Maussan said that Ortega had told him that the object in the video is something totally unknown without means of propulsion, with movements that he considers intelligent. Alrighty. So, there you are. The greatest thing, I haven't seen the video yet because I tried and there was nothing there to click on. What do you want me to say? There wasn't nothing for me to click on. Literally, there was literally nothing for me to click on. But hey, for those of you that may have actually seen the video, weigh in and let me know, because I don't have anything to click on. But let me know if you've seen the video and what you think of the video. It would be in Colombia, down south below us here in the United States. See what you think. See if it's legit. Maybe it is, maybe it ain't. I do not know. But hey, there you go. What the hell? Yes, okay. All right. Well, we'll get rid of that. And then other. Get rid of that, and that, and that. And bada boom, bada bing, baby. All right. So anyway, let's see if there's anything else, because all those are related to the UFO I just talked about. All the news is about this UFO in Colombia, so I don't know. There apparently is no other UFO news at the moment. Front page detectives. Oh, talking about Jimmy Carter claims to have seen a UFO. Let's check it out. Why not? We're here. I've still got internet. I've still got electricity. So while I do, we might as well, right? Sure. Why not? Right? Why not? And I got a big honking ad right there, right smack dab in the middle of the damn screen. And y'all wonder why we hate ads? That's why. Because it's right in the middle of the damn screen. Huge ass thing. It's like, why? Why y'all do that shit? Let me see if I can get rid of that. No, I can't get rid of that. It wants to take me to a damn website. I can't get rid of that one either. Okay. Hellman's Real Mayonnaise is not going away. And this big honking ad here ain't going away either. I don't know how to get rid of it. Oh, wait a minute. Nope, that didn't work. Let's see here. Yeah, we're not getting rid of that big honking ad. Let me see here. Go to the publisher's site. No, that doesn't help me. Okay, well, it looks like we're not going to talk. I'll just have to tell you because you can't see anything because there's a big ass honking ad. I don't want to give it free advertising because it's not even a company I know. It's just some random company having a wireless thing. It's like, okay. Anyway, okay, let's see here. Oh, there it went. It disappeared. All right, finally. Praise the gods and goddesses. All right. See, maybe the gods and goddesses got rid of that shit. All right, there we go. Now we can see what we're doing. All right, 1969, a former U.S. president allegedly spotted a UFO about the size of the moon and was convinced aliens exist. In the realm of American politics, a few topics are as controversial or captivating as the possibility of alien life. While UFO sightings have often been brushed off as mere fantasy, it still has resurfaced again and again and again for decades. The U.S. government has even declassified several military encounters, indicating that there is something not so normal around us. Intriguingly, once upon a time, someone who sat in the Oval Office claimed to have seen a UFO with his own eyes. Hard to believe, right? Surprisingly, it was none other than former President Jimmy Carter, stated Unilag. And there he is. There's Jimmy Carter. The 39th President of the United States was not just a fan, he was a true believer. Long before his presidency, on January 6, 1969, Carter had a personal encounter and that would stay with him for the rest of his life. Standing outside a small restaurant in Leary, Georgia, with about a dozen members of the local Lions Club, Carter spotted something unusual in the sky just after 7:15 p.m. He recalled it was about 30 degrees above the horizon and looked about as large as the moon. It got smaller and changed to a reddish color and then got larger again, stated Politico. The whole group was too stunned to speak for 10 to 12 minutes as the object moved toward them, then away, before disappearing into thin air. Continue reading. I will. Oh, there's a video. Jimmy Carter actually filed a UFO report with NASA. So, I mean, he actually reported on it. So, okay. Moreover, Carter even had a tape recorder with him that evening and captured several of his colleagues' reactions to the bizarre sighting. 4 years later, when Carter was the governor of Georgia and preparing for a presidential run, he submitted a formal report of the incident to the International UFO Bureau, according to Unilab. He claimed that his background as a trained naval officer with experience in nuclear physics should be taken into consideration before labeling him as a conspiracy theorist. While Carter did not blatantly claim it was an alien spacecraft, he did insist it was there for sure. Intriguingly, during his 76 campaign, Carter promised full transparency on UFOs. He reportedly said, "One thing's for sure, I'll never make fun of people who say they've identified objects in the sky. If I become president, I'll make every piece of information this country has about UFO sightings available to the public and the scientists, as per Unilab." However, once in office, he walked back the pledge, citing defense implications. Well, there you go. Decades later, in 2016, former Air Force scientist Jareer Justice may have all the answers to decode this mystery. After reviewing Carter's account, Justice connected the sighting to a high-altitude barium cloud released from a rocket at Eglin Air Force Base in Florida. Justice remarked a rapid growth in apparent cloud size and brightness, followed by the subsequent diminishment in both size and brightness, could easily be interpreted by an observer as an object first approaching, then receding, according to Politico. These glimmering clouds, used for atmospheric research, can look like weird shapes to an untrained eye, especially from 150 miles away. Now, the reality of this incident is known only to those who saw it. For the rest of us, we can just wait our turn. Okay, now, hold on a minute, because that flies in the face of the fact that Jimmy Carter was a trained naval officer who specialized in identifying objects in the sky. That was part of his job. So, yeah, that kind of flies in the face of all that, right? Would he have known it was a barium cloud? Would he have known about barium clouds used for weather manipulation? Yeah, probably. I mean, the Navy knows a lot of shit, so I would say, yeah, sure. And so, yeah. Oh, shit, that's it? Really? Yeah, that's it. Oh, hell. Oh, hell, man. Oh, well. That was brief. Shit. Well, it's unfortunate that my co-host did not come on, but they said they had to go to work, so all right. It's all good. Maybe next time. Maybe next time. They said they had to go to work in like 10 minutes, so I did lose track of the time. I mean, so, okay. It's all good. Next time, though, for sure. Next time, for sure. A mysterious sphere discovered in Colombia sparks a UFO debate. It's a sphere, a circle, a globe, and it's silver. And it's got a design all over it. Can Colombia UFO sphere also turn out to be a hoax after Peru's alien mummies turned out to be dolls made from bones? There you go. Let's see here. Oh, there's a big honking ad again. Damn. Whoa, that's interesting. Let's take a look, see at that. Let's take a look. That's interesting looking, isn't it? Wowzers, Maynard. That does look pretty bizarre, doesn't it? Strange sphere in Colombia rekindles UFO curiosity, but is it real? When a metallic sphere crashed near Buga, Colombia, Colombia, earlier in March 2025, it didn't just land in the dirt, it landed in the middle of a global debate with mysterious carvings, no visible welds, and 9 internal microspheres revealed by X-ray scans. The object has captured the attention of UFO researchers and believers alike. Okay, now let's stop right there and go over this slowly. Mysterious carvings, no visible welds, and 9 internal microspheres revealed by X-ray scans. Okay, the fact that it doesn't have any welds or any connect points is pretty interesting in and of itself. But the fact that it doesn't have any welds or connect points, but is also hollow and has little tiny microspheres inside, is also extremely unique. So, I don't know. Maybe. Revealed by X-rays, and the object has captured the attention of UFO researchers and believers alike. Jose Luis Velasquez, whatever, one of the Colombian scientists studying the sphere, seemed genuinely astonished. He described it as having no welds or joints, typically a clear marker of human construction. Even more intriguing, described it as, Vasquez said, the sphere's interior consists of 3 metal layers and 9 embedded microspheres, features unlike anything he had encountered before. It's a very rare piece. I've never seen a piece like this, he remarked. Well, yeah, I mean, it's not every day you see something silver drop in your lap, literally. Yeah, that's very, very unusual. The unusual find has drawn eerie comparisons to another so-called alien discovery, one that recently unraveled into something far more earthbound. Peru's alien mummies were really handmade dolls. More than a year ago, international headlines were buzzing about a pair of alien mummies discovered in Peru. The small but humanoid figures were showcased at a congressional hearing in Mexico. They claimed to be around 1,000 years old, but hopes of extraterrestrial contact quickly crumbled. In a press conference held by Peru's Culture Ministry, experts revealed that the dolls were made using animal bones and modern synthetic glue. They're not extraterrestrials, they're dolls made from animal bones from this planet, joined together with modern synthetic glue, said Flavio Estrada, an archaeologist with Peru's Institute for Legal Medicine and Forensic Sciences. So, okay. But the sphere is interesting.
I just want to point out the guy that was behind that hoax with the dolls was also the guy that Vaughn read in another article as the credible expert who was validating UFO footage, saying it was 100% confirmed and it was the best ever. That's that guy that got caught doing the dolls. I just wanted to point that out.
No welds.
Just saying.
No attach points. Strange carvings. Because that does look strange. And there's microspheres inside, 9 of them. So, you know, the fact that it has no welds and connect points, that's a big thing, man. That's a big thing. You know, and you could make the argument that it's a solid sphere, which would be easy to make. The problem is that it's not solid, it's hollow inside, which would be very difficult to make without a seam of some kind. Why? Because you would have to have something inside it in order to create the hollow inside the sphere, right? Yeah. But there's no seams, there's no welds, there's no connect joints, there's nothing. It's a solid piece of metal, I guess. So that is intriguing. That is definitely intriguing. I think we've actually found us something that we can, you know, actually sink our teeth into here as a legitimate UFO claim here, because with no welds or joints or connect points or anything like that, it'd be very tough to make a hollow sphere. Because see, you got to put something inside it to make the hollow area, right? Yeah, you would have to. There's got to be some way to access the interior in order to make it hollow. Well, there is nothing. There's no welds, there's no joints, there's no connect points, there's nothing. So how did it get hollow inside? And how did it get 9 microspheres inside it without some way of getting in there? That's very fascinating. We might have a legitimate object here for a change. It's very possible. Very possible indeed. Very, very possible indeed. So there we go. Wow, we might have the real deal, man. Might have the real deal. Secular Opinion is sniping my channel and my video, which is a violation of Odyssey's rules and regulations, YouTube. Hey, YouTube, Odyssey has policy against people sniping my videos and my live shows. Are you listening, YouTube? Secular is going against YouTube or Odyssey policy by illegally recording my live show. Are you listening, YouTube? Of course, YouTube doesn't give a shit. They don't care if anybody breaks the law. as long as it ain't somebody truthful like myself. Oh, then we can't break the law. Oh my God, we can't break the law. That would be horrible. Cisco, you want to come in and talk UFOs for a while? Maybe I can even conjure up a Solar Marshal. Maybe I can conjure up Solar Marshal and see if he wants to actually join. Derp, derp, derp. SOL. Solar Marshal. UFOs. All right, we will send Solar Marshal the link, if that's still his correct email, which it may not be. I don't know. We can try and see. And I'll give you the link as well. And then y'all can come in if you want. Why don't you snipe his channel right back? Because then I would be a criminal like him. And I don't want to snoop to his level. Because that's what they want. They want me to be a criminal like them. And I won't go there. I won't stoop to their level.
Be streaming Inception.
But now this globe is fascinating. All right. This sphere is fascinating. Because in order to make a hollow sphere, you have to get inside somehow, some way. And there isn't. So we might actually have a legitimate UFO artifact for a change, which would be really nice. Amidst all the fakes that we got out there, it'd be nice to actually have a real bona fide UFO artifact. It's kind of tiresome. You get all excited about, the possibility of having actual real proof. And then, nope, it was just somebody in a fucking weather balloon or a drone or some shit. It's like, damn. You want to believe. I want to believe that poster. I want to believe. But it just. But this is fascinating. This might be real. This might be legit, folks. We might actually have an actual alien artifact this time. That would be awesome. That would be really cool. But no, my luck is probably not. You're the devil in disguise. Oh, yes, you are. Elvis Presley. Elvis has left the building. But yeah, that's pretty fascinating shit right there now. Yeah. See if anybody wants to join. Does anybody really know what time it is? Does anybody really care? Oh, I can't imagine why. I've got time enough to cry. Everybody's laughing, and I don't care. All right. Well, there we go. We'll see if anybody wants to come in and say howdy. Holy shit, it's an hour? We burned through an hour already? No way. No fucking way. I only talked a few minutes about that stuff. I thought I did. Holy shit, we burned through an hour? Really? I didn't know we did that. Damn. That's interesting. I honestly didn't know we'd burned through an hour already. What the hell? What the hell, man? I'm driving and heading home from work. Maybe tomorrow. Okay. Okay. Sounds good, Cisco. Well, maybe we'll get Solar Marshal. Maybe he'll show up. provided he's not asleep or zonked out by the medication he takes. He does take medication, but it's not, I mean, he's not a druggie or anything. But he does take medication, and the medication zonks him out. And so he may be zonked out from medication, I guess. Because I'm not getting an email from him either, and he has not shown up. But anywho, yeah, the sphere, the globe, the silver ball is interesting. That is an interesting thing. Because in order, like I said, in order to make it hollow, you got to be able to get in there. And there's no seams, there's no joint parts, there's no nothing. No hinges, no serration, is that the word I'm looking for? Where it's got like seams on it. Serrated, is that a word? I can't think of a proper term. Anyway, but yeah, so that's pretty far out. I can't believe I've done an hour. What the hell, man? That's not. I mean, does it seem like we've been talking an hour to you? No. We just talked about Jimmy Carter and a couple other things, and that knocked them out, no problem. I wonder if there's missing time. Is there some missing time? I don't know. We'll play the video back later and see. You know, maybe I went poof for about a half an hour or something. That'd be crazy, wouldn't it? I just fucking disappear and I come back a half hour later. You know, yeah, speaking of which, Bubby outside, the big dog, he got hit by a car. This silver hatchback or fastback speeded up and hit him. And I'm like, oh shit. And I go running out there, but he's fine. He survived. But he had this big gash in his skull where his skull had been messed up and cut open and whatnot, and piece was sticking up and everything. It wasn't nice. But he was alive, and he seemed completely lucid. Amazingly. And I'm like, man, that's quite a knot on your head there, buddy. And never thought no more about it. Well, I guess it was day before yesterday. I think it was day before yesterday. Or yesterday. All my troubles seem so far away. Anyway, but yesterday or day before yesterday, you know, I remarked on it and looking down, and his head's perfectly smooth again, as if he had never been hit by a car. There is no mark where the gash was. There's no, you know, where it was raised up. It's all nice and flat now. And it's like, what the hell? So I think Bubba may have taken another trip upstairs, and they put him in one of those med beds, or maybe just worked on him. I don't know, whichever. But yeah, I mean, his head's perfectly flat and smooth now. It's as if he never gotten hit by the car. It's like, damn, this is twice now. Because remember, a deer gutted him, and I mean, his intestines were sticking out and everything. It's like, I can't fix that. Y'all gonna have to fix that for me. And he goes poof, I'm assuming. And then I didn't see him for a day or two. And then all of a sudden he's back again. And I'm looking down at his belly. No gash, no suture marks where the skin was grafted back together, you know, sewed back together, whatever. No seams, no gaps, no nothing. It was as if the deer had even gutted him. And I'm like, okay, that's bizarre. Because, I mean, he come up on the porch, man, and his guts is hanging out. It's like, oh, my God, this dog's dead. He is fucking dead. And, then he's gone for a day or two, and then he comes back, and I look at him perfectly fine, as if nothing had ever happened. It's like, damn. So, maybe he took a trip upstairs. That's the only thing I can come up with. Either the gods healed him, or he took a trip upstairs and the ETs fixed him up, one or the other, because that's the only two options. But I sure as hell didn't take him to the vet. You're talking about thousands of dollars to do that. But not only that, but if you'd have took him to the vet and got him fixed, which I don't think they would have fixed him, actually. I think they would have shot him. But even if they did, there would have been suture marks where they sewed the pieces of skin back together. And the fur would have been cut away so that you could, see the skin. None of that was there, though. It was as if he had never been gutted by the deer. And then now, he had that really nasty spot on his forehead. I mean, it was raised up and everything. It was open. It was not good at all. And it's like, dude, you okay? And I mean, he seemed fine. He just got this big wound on his head, from where he got hit by that car. The car speeded up to hit him, by the way. It speeded up to hit him. I'd watched that out the window. It speeded up to hit him. But anyway. So I'm looking at his head. I looked at his head earlier, and it's still smooth as silk, man, as if there was no knot there of any kind. It's like, damn. They do good work. They do real good work. So, hey. But yeah, man, so that's twice now he's took a trip upstairs. He come back really, really humble that first time. He come back really humble because Big Dog, he wasn't always a nice guy. He was pretty mean to the other dogs. But after his trip upstairs, he was a whole lot nicer dog. So apparently he got an education up there or something. But yeah, so now he's had 2 trips up there. And they come back, man, I mean, his head's smooth as silk. It's like he was never hit by the car. I have no explanation, And what cannot be explained in the natural is therefore what, class? Supernatural. You can't explain it in the natural. It is therefore supernatural by default. So there's that. But yeah, fascinating stuff, that I personally witnessed. Floppy gets hit by a four-wheeler or a car or something. He's almost flat as a biscuit. And he comes strolling back very much alive. It's like, oh, because, I mean, he should not have been alive. I mean, you look at him, he should not have been alive, but he was. And I'm like, okay, hi, Floppy. What do you do with that? And, of course, he passed on later on from complications. But it's like, whoa. Okay. Yeah. What do you do with that? What do you do with that? So, I mean, you just gotta, it's like, okay, there it is. I'm dealing with it, and I'm just going to move right on, right? Not going to say a word. I'm just going to move right on, right? Because it's like, man, because I mean, I know he was dead. I got a vision that he was dead. And there he is back again. It's like, oh shit. So yeah. What do you do with that? I don't know. So I'm just gonna chalk it up to, hey, I saw it, I experienced it, and then move the fuck on, right? Yeah. That's what I'm gonna do. And that's what you're gonna do too. Because there's no explanation for that. None. Other than supernatural. If it can't be explained in the natural, it is therefore supernatural by default. So we're gonna accept it deal with it, and move the fuck on. But anyway, the sphere is fascinating. It is fascinating. I'm glad I looked that up. That is fascinating. I don't know if it is a genuine, UFO article. Maybe it is, but one thing's for sure, it's very interesting. Yeah. I am Secreto Bandito. But yeah, so that's interesting. But we are at the 1 hour and 6 minute mark, folks. We actually pulled off an hour. I still can't believe it's an hour. I didn't go poof for a half an hour, did I, guys? I mean, come on, tell me the truth. Did I go poof for a half an hour? Because it doesn't seem like we've been no hour doing this shit. No way. I mean, did I go poof for about a half an hour or something? I don't know. Anyway, we got an hour in. That's close enough for government work. So, and we did talk about UFOs, which is what I said I would do. No show on Solar Marshall. I don't even know if that's the right email, though. I mean, we could have got a new email for him. But anyways, yeah. So, but yeah, it is a violation of Odyssey policy to be re-recording my live show in whole or in part. YouTube. Just so we know. Just so we're clear. In whole or in part. So keep that in mind, YouTube. There might be a quiz later, and not from me, from Odyssey. Because Odyssey's policy is being violated if they're sniping my show. They have no right to be doing that shit. None. Especially if their channel is monetized and they're getting money for it. Besides, according to the law, which I happened to look up, anybody that makes money off of my voice, my likeness, I'm supposed to get a cut by law. Look it up, folks, if you don't believe me. If somebody uses my voice, my likeness, my visage in any way, shape, form, or fashion and makes money off of it, I'm supposed to get a percentage of that.
Well, just to clear the air on a few things, you'll all notice I actually don't, though my channel is monetized, I make an effort not to monetize my live shows so you don't get burdened with commercials. Folks, if you want to support the channel, of course, we have super chats, or you can give me the money directly through my PayPal link. And while we're at it, you might want to join us over on Discord and MeWe. As far as Von Helton merchandise, we do own the NFTs. And but if you want Von Helton on a mug or a t-shirt, we got over at Secular's Den of Dank. We got all kinds of goodies, folks. Just throwing that out there. And yeah, anyways.
That is the law. It's not Von Helton's opinion. That is the law. So, YouTube, got an awful lot of videos out there with my face on it, my comments, my voice. So maybe we ought to talk about a little bit of compensation here in regards to my shit, because it's my shit. It don't belong to nobody else but me. It's my intellectual property, period. So there's that. Anyways, enough said about that bullshit. But anyway, we're out of here. Y'all have a pleasant day and better tomorrow. Bye.
All right. So it appears that Von Helton's property is the Kentucky Triangle. He's losing time. Few little nuggets in there. Stuff about the dogs. I noticed that he is now clumping the electricity bill in with his wayward bills that need to be caught up on. Now, speaking of that, we do have some updates. We got our regular show to kind of work through as well here, folks. We got a surplus of material. Thank you, Richie Ruggs. I do see that super chat. I don't know why the alert hasn't come up yet. It's probably delayed. It'll come up, much like Vaughn. But before we get into that, just to get a recapper of some of the events that have went down over the last few days. Vaughn's still on the internet, by the way, because it was his bill date, not his cutoff date. be fair to Vaughn, he's an idiot. So it doesn't mean necessarily right on the day the bill is due, you're going to get cut off. But he, according to Vaughn, he's running on borrowed time. So we have, of course, two great, prolific, I would say, archivers and video editors in our little niche. One is Fat Photog, one is Nats. I have borrowed from them because they have greatly edited down and made much more concise and pointed videos to what's been going on the last few days. And so we don't have to sit through hours of like Sammy and fucking bullshit, which we have some of that too coming up. So I thought since we're on the net, let's go over to Fat Photog's channel. I see you out there, Fat Photog, and he's started an excellent series. Reminiscent to me when I see it, I get the same feeling as when I see like as a kid in the video store and I see a Die Hard cover. We got the Die or Do series. Got the Do or Die, and I like the. I'm actually going to start with this little rap, folks. The rap of the gods. So stay tuned. We got lots more, and we got lots more tea on this whole e-begging. What is going on? Is it a grift? What's going on? We got some Shanny's got something going on. She works for the Lord. Got all that coming up as well. So let's cap off this week's events with some Fat Photog, folks.
I can't even use my own magic to save myself. I have to rely on others. As of the 26th, my shit all goes down. You know, oh well, 55 years in the truth movement and don't have a dime to show for it. Literally. Speaker Johnson will never discuss it. Nobody will ever discuss it, so I'm going to tell you because nobody else will tell you. The Quartering is not going to tell you. Kim Poole is not going to tell you. Alex motherfucking Jones is not going to tell you. David Icke is not going to tell you. Nobody is going to tell you what I'm about to tell you except me. So listen up. Whoa! Hey, yeah, that's loud.
Subalama, Dubalama, you assuming I'm a human. What I gotta do to get it through to you? I'm superhuman innovative, and I'm made of rubber so that anything you say is ricocheting off of me, and it'll glue to you, and devastate more than ever demonstrate how to give a mother audience a feeling like it's levitating, never fading. And I know the haters are forever waiting for the day that they can say I fell off. They'll be celebrating, because I know the way to get them motivated. I make elevating music.
I'm surprised this shit dragged on like it did. Because if I'd have been in charge, I'd have went in there guns blazing, I would have took care of these damn Nazis. I would have killed all the fucking Nazis, freed all the civilians. Would have been the end of it. It would have been over in 3 days.
You assuming I'm a human. What I gotta do to get it through to you? So a human innovative and I made a rubber so that anything you say is speaker saying up on me and it'll devastating mother never demonstrating how to give a mother an audience a better make it levitating, never petty and another haters if I ever waiting for the day that they can say I fell off to be celebrating. Cause another way to get them motivated, I make elevating music. You make elevator music. Oh, he's too mainstream. Well, that's what they do when they get jealous, they can use it.
Just absolutely kicking ass and taking names.
That was fire. That was fucking fire. Folks, you gotta go over there and give this stuff some love. Alright, let's get into the Die or Do series, folks, going back a couple days ago. Let's do it.
Anybody here see my old friend John? Can you tell me where he's gone? Speaking of John, he's back in his car again. Apparently he didn't have no money to pay the rent. Oops. Keep telling him, get out of monotheism before it kills you.
Yeah, if that's some new tea, John is back officially living in the car. He's couldn't handle rent of a room. And, yeah.
I mean, look at what monotheism did to me, man. I mean, fuck me. I get born and they fucking try to kill my ass.
You and Rev are the same because you both lost substantial properties you gained by your mother's dying through your worthlessness and stupidity.
Yeah, I got to admit, I was very stupid. You're right. I'm gonna agree with him. He's correct. He, she, it is correct.
That's Salamanth's husband. That's my girlfriend's husband.
I was being stupid. I did some very stupid things that I should not have done.
That's my girlfriend's husband. We've already we've explored that. We know what's going on there with J-Dub's fantasy relationship he has with some black girl from Facebook. But Yeah, Vaughn, he is admitting. This guy, listen, folks, we know what went on. And I'm not saying anything against the people that did it. Technically, probably nothing illegal. Vaughn's just an idiot. He got gigoloed. And this is him kind of conceding that. Let's put it back just a bit.
I was being stupid. I did some very stupid things that I should not have done. And,
listen, you can't,
when you're in
we
the...
all make mistakes. It happens, but we move forward. We put our best foot forward, Vaughn. You did the best you can. But Rev really fucked up. I mean, Rev.
Yeah, Rev really fucked up. He fucked up really
royalty.
bad.
I mean, you want to use the term
really
fucked
bad.
up royally. He fucked up royally.
Yeah, he really, I mean, he
screwed the pooch.
She took him to the cleaners, and that was horrible. But yeah, I mean, I admit it. That I made a very stupid move, and I shouldn't have made that stupid move, but that's okay, because I believe that the gods have factored that in. They take my stupidity in stride and say, okay, he means well. And I believe that, I end up with something better. That's what you got to believe. You got to believe that, okay, I'm losing all this shit, but maybe I'll get something better in return. That's what you got to believe. You got to hold out hope for the best, right? And but yeah, I admit it. I made some stupid fucking moves. I sure did. Sure fuck did. I should have never ever agreed to some of the things I agreed to, and I did. Because well, see, my somebody actually confronted me about this last night. They said, Vaughn, you're way too fucking trusting, and it's true.
You are very trusting, Vaughn. You are, yeah.
Believe it or not, it was actually Candace that said that. Believe it or not, she said you're too fucking trusting, which I am. And
listen, people, donate to Vaughn, donate to the Cash App.
Yeah, hey, folks, if I can get $300 or $400 tonight, I can put that in my bank account and save my internet, my phone, and my cable, and my mobile device. Just $300, man. That's all.
That's a magic number. I want you guys all to remember that number. $300. He says earlier in the night.
I mean, $300. You can help me out, man. Somebody that's got some extra cash lying around, man. Maybe there's somebody out there watching that'll have pity on this poor old pagan, and give me the $300 I need to keep my internet, my phone, and my cable going. You never know. But yeah, I admit it. I did. There was some stupid things that I did here recently that I should have never fucking done. And, but I am trusting. I'm way too fucking trusting. I'm way too fucking nice. And I need to be a horse's ass more than I am. And that's what I need to do. I need to be more of a horse's ass than the trusting person that I am. But, it is what it is, and it's already water over the bridge. And so I just got to go on with what I got and deal with it as best I know how. And that's when, and like I said, you believe that you will get something bigger and better as a result. That's what you have to believe. And so that's what I do believe. I believe that I'll get something bigger and better because I did some stupid things that I should not have done. And, hopefully the gods factored that all in. And, when they said, hey, we're going to restore everything. We're going to put you back to the way you were and everything. So, but looks, the way it looks now, it doesn't look like that's what the gods are doing at all. It doesn't look like that at all. It looks like everything's going south, man, going south fast even. And that's what it looks like. But see, the gods, everything is in their time, not my time. So, they'll work it out maybe to where that everything, pendulum swings back my way and everything comes back to me, and or I can, I get blessed with a financial blessing and I can go out and get even more shit than what I had before. So, you got to look at it that way. You have to look at it from the perspective of, hey, I'm going to get a better blessing than what I had before. And that, that goes along with, taking the evil that the trolls and the haters did and turning it around for good. That's what you got. That's what you got to believe, man. You got to believe that way, because you might as well. Because I mean, if you keep thinking negative, you ain't going to get nothing for sure. Then. And I am out of Mountain Dew, so I'm going to go get a Mountain Dew, and I'll be right back.
Dire Dew, folks, Dire Dew. So let's go Dire Dew number 2. Do.
All right, I'm going to get back to working on some of my mods and doing some Borderlands. So, but yeah, John is without a home again. He's back in his car, so oh well. That's just the way it goes, I reckon. So he can't play games with me no more because he's in his car. So, damn, it sucks. Good to see you, Vaughn. Thought you were gone from the net. Well, I probably will be if I don't get some money here pretty soon. I need minimum $300. I get $300, $400, I'll be all right. I just watched a video of the drunken peasants, folks, and the drunken peasants got $909.11 just in one night. Okay, now, if you can give that kind of money to a bunch of drunks that talk shit about people, seems to me like you'd be willing to give your money to people that are going to tell you the truth and try to get the truth to you. That's what I would think. But then I don't know. I mean, the world is so fucking evil that maybe nobody can do that. It just seems wrong, that a bunch of drunk get more fucking money than I would get in me trying to help people. That doesn't make any sense to me. Okay. But yeah, I watched the video. They got $909.11. One video. It's like, goddamn. You all got no excuse, man. You all got no excuse. If you can give money to a bunch of fucking drunks, you can give money to me. That's the way I look at it. And you can bet that's how the gods look at it, and that's how my ET friends look at it, and by God, even my dogs probably, if they could hear it, would look at it. But so there's that. But that's nuts. That's just nuts, man. $909.11. For what? For him getting on there talking shit about people? I could think of a lot better things to do with my money than that, I don't get it, guys. I don't get it. I've been in the truth movement now for 55 years. There is absolutely no reason I shouldn't be floating in money. I should have subscribers. I should have members. Pardon me. I should have a following. And I don't. And I don't know why. Don't know why. But I should have. I should have, but I don't. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how things go. I'm not gone from the internet yet, but they did notice that my bill didn't go through. So I mean, I could go poof right now here. Boom. See you. Bye. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Thanks for the great idea. I just donated $300 in Robert Stiver's re-election campaign. Go ahead and sample my bales, sir. My balls, sir. Yeah, okay. Whatever. So when does the internet officially get cut? Did they give you no? No, they didn't. No, they didn't, and I have no idea. The gods know, but I do not. Like I said, the gods are keeping the cards close to the vest. They are not revealing anything to me, because if they did, I would tell you. And they have not revealed anything to me yet. When they do, then everything will be just ducky. But thus far, they have not revealed anything to me. And so I'm just going on down the line. Going on down the line. You are not a baron. Well, that's where you're wrong. That's where you're wrong. I can't go into any details, but that is where you're wrong. Let's see, Yvonne, it's good for the universe that the assets you never acquired or earned and never deserved have been returned thereto. You are...
Buddy from the outside chat donated $5 through Super Chat. How long before the financial backers move him into the gravy dome?
That's a good question. We were talking about that, and thank you very much, by the way. I do appreciate that. I don't know. I wonder how long they clean out the gravy dome. Sorry. See, it's going to be incremental, right? He's already getting it. He realizes he's boxed into a corner here. They're going to, like, clean out the gravy dome, and he knows he's next. His time is nigh. I think the gravy dome is like the canary in the coal mine. When they start cleaning that shit out and throwing his shit in the junk, he knows that either they're going to flip the property and he's done, or something's going to go down. But, wait for it, folks. Thank you again.
Say so.
We got trash bags in the comments. What happened?
Yeah, you got some trash bags in the comments. Yeah. I'm seriously looking at freedom religion. Well, old school rollers, if you're serious about freedom religion, yeah, join up, man. Absolutely, join up. And, and just say, hey, is Von Hilton telling the truth? Are you guys for real? Are you guys going to help me? And you see what happens. I mean, what's the most they can do? Say no? I mean, it beats where you're at now, which is nowhere. So, I mean, yeah, give it a try. I got 3 people that signed up for freedom religion, guys. 3 of them. 3 people signed up. So I am no longer a force of one. I've got 3 people as members of freedom religion now. So they're, hey, Lynn May, how you doing? So I got 3 people as members of freedom religion now. So hey, we're busting a move now. We're up to a whopping 4 people. We're up to a whopping 4 people. But yeah, give it a shot and see what you think. Like I said, the most they can say is no. That's the absolute most they can say is no. But you got to clear your mind and clear your heart, because they're going to look at your mind, they're going to look at your heart, they're going to see how genuine you are, they're going to see how sincere you are, and if they detect any evil at all, nope, you ain't getting shit. Sucks to be you. Because that was one of the first things they told me.
Your girl, Lynn May, is out there, just saying.
Yes, Lynn May is out there. I saw her. But they one of the first things they told me, they said, you start down a dark path, we will not follow. We will not follow. So, word to the wise. Have a clean mind and a clean heart when you go to the gods and goddesses of freedom religion. Because they will know. Because they can see the hidden thing that I can't see. Well, I guess I could if I really wanted to, but then that would be invasion of privacy, which is a violation of the Constitution, and I don't want to get in trouble with the law. So, anyway. But yeah, I mean, if you're serious, definitely look into it. Is that Black Cauldron still on the property? Yes, it is. Did you start the process? What process, Lynn May?
Passport.
What process is that? The passport, you mean? Holy fuck, dude! It's 10 at night. I can't do shit like that at 10 at night. But I'll see about getting the paperwork started. Okay. I got to come up with $300. So who's going to give me the $300? $300. You're going to send me. You're going to cash app me the $300. Get my cash app down there and send me $300.
What a coincidence. It costs $300 to get a passport, the exact amount that he needs for his internet, phone, and cable bill. He promises here, folks, that if she cash apps it first thing in the morning, first thing he's going to do with that money is start getting a passport. Isn't that a coincidence to say? What you think? I'm just saying.
$300, and then I'll get started on the passport. Okay. You send me the money, man. I'll start on that shit right now. I sure will. and then give me another 300 to keep my internet, my phone, and my cable and my mobile device going. And so,
all right, so $600. That's all you gotta do. So it'll be $300. Just send that, but send me the other $300 so I can keep that.
that's 600. You got 600 spare that you can spare. You know, help me out, help out your boy here, and I'll get things rolling, and everything will be just ducky. It'll be a glorious day. Yes, it will. Yes, it will. Yes, it will. Oh, there we go. Oh, you said you go do it right away. Well, I mean, you can't do it at 10 o'clock at night. You know, you got to do it during the day, right? But you got to have money. You got to have $300, dude. Okay.
CH0KEY. Pokey equals donated $5 through Super Chat. When Vaughn gets evicted, he will go straight to the frosts begging for a place to stay. Any you bitches want to wager?
Yeah, I mean it begs the question, right? I mean, what is he gonna do? He has no plan. There is no long-term plan, and who the hell at this point would help him? I mean, the Frosts are good people. Don't get me wrong. There's not too many of them left, and you know. But thank you very much. I do appreciate it.
They're not going to do it for free. You got to have $300, okay? So I got to cough up $300. Well, I ain't got the $300. I'm sorry, I just don't have it. So when if you wire me the $300 to my Cash App down below, I will gladly get started on the paperwork immediately. I'll go. In fact, if you wire me $300 on Cash App tonight, I will go early in the morning to the post office and start the paperwork right away. I promise. Scout's honor. Okay. Send me the $300 to my Cash App. My Cash App will go ding.
So, of course, we know this is a troll, but just let's say in the bizarro world, I want to see what the audience actually thinks. Let's say this was a legitimate person that was willing to send him $300, folks, to start the process of getting a passport. I don't know how expensive it is actually in the States, but let's just say in Vaughn's current situation, let's say his Cash App did go ding and he received $300. I would like to see a 1 in the chat if you think he would legitimately use the money for what he claims it was for, or let's see a 2 in the chat if you think that he would just completely blow this chick off and use it to pay his internet and cable and phone bill. So a 2 that he would lie and use the money for his own interest, or a 1 that he would, since he's an oath taker, he would stand by his oath and use the money for what it was intended. I'd like to hear what you guys have to say.
And then I will take that money and I will use that money to go and get the passport, okay? And we'll get the ball rolling. Oh, yes, we will. We absolutely will. You're the devil in disguise. Oh, yes, you are. I just want to be your teddy bear. Put a chain around my neck and lead me anywhere. Oh, let me be your teddy bear. I just want to be your teddy bear. Ooh. Close your eyes and
Oh my goodness. All right, folks, so here we are. Dire Do 3. I haven't watched this one yet. This is exciting. This is like a drive-in or something. So let's delve into it. Again, Fat Photog, folks. Does it again.
I am still hooked up to the internet, but now that they know that there's no money there, because I just got an email from them saying your payment didn't get auto-paid, so I could go at any moment. So it seems obvious that people would rather pay convicted criminals and evil fuckers money than people like myself that want to bring them the truth.
Please don't shut off my cable.
I watched a drunken peasant's video last night. He got $909.11. $909.11. I sit here with no money. I don't understand. A drunk, by their own admission, a drunk, because it's called the Drunken Peasants. Hello. You know, so admittedly he's a drunk. Admittedly he's, you know, I think he even has a criminal record.
Donated $5
for sure, though.
If Vaughn had the guts to fly to the Philippines, I could personally hook him up with a beautiful wife that would worship the ground he walks on.
Could you imagine? Thank you very much. I actually just kept getting a beer. You're going to personally hook him up with a Philippine cutie. Oh, jeepers creepers. Well, you know, we'll see what we can do. We'll see what we can do. Folks, let's thank you again. I do appreciate that.
The purpose of their show is to harass, bully, antagonize, defame other people. That's his show. That's what he does. Over and over and over again. And so I'm watching this show, and I'm watching this yellow line up there, and it's getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And by the time the show was over, he had $109.11. A drunk, and possibly a criminal. And he got $900 while he was doing his live show. While he was doing his live show, he got $900. I don't understand, folks. Help me to understand this shit. Help me to understand why a fucking drunk that is belligerent, that is fucking evil, that is fucking doing his best to destroy people's lives, gets $900 fucking dollars in a live show, and I don't get shit. Do you see my fucking phone ringing? Yeah, no, you don't. You know why? Because ain't nobody sending shit. That's why. It's insane. I don't get it, man. You know. Let's see. Yeah, remind me later, fuckers. I don't get it. Help me to understand. Help me to understand why a vagabond, a literal vagabond, can get $909.11 and I can't get one fucking penny. Not one. I don't understand. I really don't. Honest, I really don't. You know. Help me to understand this shit, because I'm not understanding it at all. I'm trying to help people. I'm trying to bring you the truth that will actually matter in your life, in your real life. What's this fucker doing? Oh, he's just sitting there talking shit about me, or about G-Man, or about, you know, Cyrax, or about John Gashila, or Emo Hallingwolf, or, you know, whoever, whatever flavor of the day he happens to be talking shit about. Trailer Park Elvis. They destroyed Trailer Park Elvis too. Got him kicked out of his mobile home, and he had to go out on the road. And then while he was out on the road, they fucked with him while he was out on the road as well. I just, you know, these people are fucking evil, and they bring in the bucks apparently. But then people like me that try to tell the truth, well, you know, I don't get shit. I get shat on. I get shat on, but I don't get shit. So it's like, okay, whatever, you know, whatever floats your boat, I guess. I don't get it. I really don't. Honest, I really don't understand, because that fucking drunk, that belligerent piece of shit should have never got one fucking penny. And he should have had a whole bunch of people in the comment section of his live show saying, hey, why are you talking shit about Von Helden? Haven't you done enough to the man? He's lost his mother, he's lost his father, he's lost his wife, he's lost his kids, he's lost his inheritance, he even lost his fucking stimulus checks because of you fucks. Don't you think you fucked with Von Helden enough? But no, apparently not, because they did another fucking video, didn't they? You know, and it's like, and he got $909.11 for talking shit about me. Not for trying to help anybody, not for trying to, you know, improve somebody's way of life, or at the very least tell them the truth about a thing, because everything he said about me was lies anyway. but he got $909.11. I watched the shit happen. I watched that yellow bar get bigger and bigger. Yeah, so I don't understand. I don't get this. You know, I mean, there's my Cash App right there. Cash App is free. It's secure. It's bonded and insured. It's recognized by the Better Business Bureau. Send me a fucking cup of coffee, for fuck's sake. Cup of coffee at Starbucks is what? $8 now, I think. $7 or $8. All right. If 1,000 people send me $7 or $8, guess what? I'll be able to pay my fucking bills. I won't have to worry about not paying my bills. $1 to $5 per person would pay my bills, but nobody wants to do it. I don't know why. They just don't, I guess. But I don't understand. You know, help me to understand this shit, because I'm really not getting it. Why evil fucks can get money, but people like me that try to tell the truth don't get a dime. I don't. It doesn't make any sense to me. It don't make no fucking sense to me. I really do not understand. I really don't. But oh well. You know. Yeah. Lynn May emails me and says, you know, there's a lot of scammers out there. Well, yeah, there is. You know, he says, get out there and press hard. I know you hate them, but, you know, what if you went on live? Just ignore them and try to make some money. I don't know. I try to help and I want to help, but many scammers are out there. Yeah, there is. There's a lot of scammers out there. That's true. That's very true. Lots of scammers out there. What are you going to do? Try to sell something. I don't have anything to sell. She's like, sell something. I don't have anything. What am I going to sell? I mean, you know, there's not much I can sell, you know. But anyways, so there, you know, so I do have people watching. But yeah, man, I mean, you know, I don't know. I mean, was the drunken peasants guy, was he selling something? No, he's just sitting there talking shit about me and got $900 fucking dollars. Talking shit about me and got $900, folks. Let that sink in for a second. Why? I don't understand. I don't understand why evil always fucking wins. You know, you want to hope for the best. You want to believe in the best of things for people, but it's just not to be, man. Just not to be. I can't comment. No, you have to be a paying member to comment. I had to do that. When I had the comments turned on without having to pay, they would come and just spam my chat and my comment section with sexual innuendos, racist comments, and all kinds of other filth. And so I had to make it pay only. I apologize for that, but there's nothing I can do. Because, you know, StreamYards doesn't want to do shit. And Rumble doesn't want to do shit. Now, Odyssey does give you the tools to fight back, but Rumble don't give a shit. Rumble will let trolls come in and completely trash your fucking channel, like they did mine. I had to shut my Rumble channel down, folks. I had a Rumble channel. I had to shut it down, because the trolls would come and just spam the comment section with all kinds of evil shit. And it was pretty bad. And now that is, I don't think that's Cash App. I think that's just a comment, because I got a comment. But yeah, you can have your insurance reduced. Oh my God. Well, I guess you could if you go to liability. If you go to strictly liability, you can have your insurance cut in half, I guess. Golly. What a load of crap. Yeah, but yeah, you can't comment on here unless you're a paying member, because I had to make it that way, because they were coming and they're just filling the chat up with racist and hateful comments and shit. There's more of them than there is of me, and I just can't sit there and keep hitting the delete button all fucking day. I can't do that, you know. And I got better things to do with my time anyway than to sit there hitting the fucking delete button all day. I got better things to do with my time. Now, these trolls don't, because the trolls live for that shit. They live to aggravate the fuck out of people online. And why the police don't arrest them for it, I don't know. I mean, isn't that harassment? Hello, FBI, isn't that harassment? But apparently the FBI don't give a fuck about the internet. Nobody does. Nobody gives a fuck about the internet because most government institutions still regard the internet as fantasy land. They don't realize that the internet is now reality where people can have their lives impacted negatively by the internet. They don't understand that. They don't want to understand it. They just believe that the internet is fantasy land and therefore it's not real. And therefore, oh, Bon, you can always turn off the internet. Yeah, but if I turn off the internet and all the other good people turn off the internet, the only people that are on the internet will be evil people. Duh. You know, this is not rocket science. It's easy to figure out, right? You know, but yeah, so it's crazy. SBLI, what is, life insurance. No, I don't even know life insurance. Yeah, yes. I could think about that one. Yeah, I understand. Let's get the trolls. Well, Lin May wants me to go after the trolls. Well, my forte is not to turn it into a troll fest. My forte is to talk about the news, weather, maybe some sports, although I'm not big into sports anymore. Used to be big into sports when I was a kid, but then I found out it was nothing but a money racket, and that was really a downer for me. So I just, I said, well, just the hell with sports. So did away with it. Anyway, I think, emphasis on the word think, has got me caught up. Let me see here and double check. Make sure I got everything. But that I was right is a critical one because, because I told you that the Pope serves the Vatican. He does not serve America. He is not going to be able to give America any kind of perks or anything like that. He's just not. They serve Rome. They serve the Vatican, and it's important for people to understand that. Because, people will think, well, we got an American Pope now, and so now things might be better than they were before. Don't count on it. Don't count on it. I mean, obviously he was picked for a reason, and that reason is that he can be easily controlled and manipulated. Otherwise, he wouldn't be Pope. That's just the way it is, man. Sorry, get mad at me all you want, but that's just the way that it is. But anyway, that is a half hour, and I've got everything caught up on True Social that I needed to get caught up on, and so we're okay. So we're ready to put this in the can, as they say in showbiz, and call it a day. So how long will I have my internet? I do not know. It could theoretically go down today. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what goes on. Then again, at the last second, some money could arrive that, keeps me going. If I got $400, I'd be able to, keep my internet, my phone, and my cable and my mobile device going. And I'd be able to pay the car insurance and get that paid. And, until then, though, I'm stuck in a rut. So, but anyway, that should get everything all caught up. So we'll go on ahead and let me turn that off. So we'll go on ahead and wrap this up. Y'all have a pleasant day and better. Bye.
So now it's the car insurance, the electricity, and the other. He's got nothing. He's fucked. Folks, thank Fat Photog. Thank your local Fat Photog for this offering. That's summed up a lot of it. We do have some recaps by Nats as well. And we got a live stream from yesterday with Vaughn, J-Dubs, and crew to check out as well. So we still got lots of stuff to cover. We might have to skim through some of the lesser cows here, folks, to make room for the impromptu. Who knows? Maybe we'll just go right through. There's a few things I want to catch up. We got some Shanny, but like I said, we got lots of Von Helton still to come, so don't go anywhere. Folks, let's open it up. Let's just switch moods, just cleanse our palate just for a moment. I know people get scared of this, But this is something offered by Lusty McButt, so blame Lusty. And it is an offering, a short musical number that was put out by the Walnut Grove. So, folks, the Walnut Grove, stick around. We got lots more to cover here.
Son of a bitch.
Yo, 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 drop the beat. This is it. I'm sitting there taking a shit. I got this tobacco pipe. Sitting there, bam, taking a shit. I'm not here to impress you. I'm not here to impress me. I came to this rap game taking a shit, but I ain't got toilet paper. Every time I take a shit, I gotta wipe. Turn around, wipe. On the spot, wipe. I'm on the hunt for toilet paper. Honey, every time I take a shit, I gotta wipe. Turn around, wipe. On the spot, wipe. Think about this logically, it's easy.
You act like a tool and I'm gonna school you. Don't give a shit cause I'ma rule you. Call me the fucking overlord. Don't give a shit cause I'm a fucking power horde. Now listen, I fucked your wife. Fucked her 2 times that night. Don't give a shit. I disappeared like a ninja cause I'm that quick. Don't fuck with me.
Alright. Every time I take a shit, I gotta wipe. Turn around, wipe. On the spot, wipe. I'm on the hunt for toilet paper. Honey, every time I take a shit, I gotta wipe. Turn around, wipe. On the spot, wipe. Think about this logically, it's easy. Bam, you taking a shit. This is it. I'm sitting there taking a shit. Honey, I'm telling you, I got a score to settle with this shit. Yo, yo, yo. And then haters talking shit. Oh my god, haters talking shit. Motherfucking haters better learn your motherfucking place. What? Okay, yo, yo, here's a safe sex rap. Getting pussy can be easy, whoopsie-daisy, breezy. Sitting there getting drunk till you get queasy. But let me tell you something, homeboy slash, you don't want an STD. You don't want no fucking pregnancy. I know pussy can be getting easy, but let me tell you something. Rap it before you tap it. Hippity hap, drop, stop, wop. I don't fucking know, yo, my rap skills low. Every time I take a shit, I gotta wipe. Turn around, wipe.
After these messages.
Yo, it's me. It is a rainy day in the south. Pardon the nostril angle of my phone here. Trying to keep my phone dry because I'm out in the rain. Oh my gosh, so much stupidity. I try so hard to watch things on YouTube so I can be informed for the 4 people that watch my videos. But it's so infuriating. It's just like there's people that used to say, I watch CNN so you don't have to. Mark Dice says that a lot. I watch CNN so you don't have to. Well, I can't hardly bear to watch CNN at all. People don't understand is when you're saved, you're born again, you got the Holy Spirit pulsing through your veins, the tolerance level for dishonesty and lies is like minimum tolerance level for BS. And heard some of it today. I started out with the Bill Maher, Tim Pool interview from Club Random. Hard to watch. Like I said, I watched Tim Pool to get his perspective, but anybody that voted for Obama and didn't know Obama was a communist sleazebag pig is not a person that's more intelligent than me. Okay? How do I see these people and know right off the bat? Discernment. So, of course, Bill Maher starts in with Tim Pool, and he's like, oh, the Russian stuff and the Russian collusion, and well, we know there was Russia. We knew Russia involved. We know Russia involved in Tim Pool. Let's him slide. He's like, well, Carter Page, they unlawfully tapped Carter Page's phone. Oh, no, they didn't. Paul Manafort went to jail because he was messing with the Russians. And Donald Trump got on national TV. He was standing there at a campaign event, and Donald Trump said, hey, Russia, you want to help us get Hillary Clinton's emails? I mean, for God's sakes, Donald Trump commanded Putin to do his bidding. This is the idiocy of the left. It's like sarcasm doesn't exist in the mind of a leftist. People with Trump derangement syndrome, sarcasm doesn't exist. Everything Donald said, he means it. He means when he said he's going to nuke Iran. He's got the weapons. They're going to the launch pad. And they're getting ready to launch the nuclear bombs right now. Yep, Donald Trump said it. I know he said it. He said that he was chosen by God, and he meant it. He looked up at heaven. He said he was God's chosen one. He's the Antichrist. This is the ignorance that people deal with. Because somebody made a comment the other day on here and said, "Man, you crack me up. You're so sarcastic." And I said, yes, I'm very sarcastic. And they've done studies that show that people who use sarcasm a lot are extremely intelligent. Golly gee, how'd you figure that out? Sarcasm. So Tim Pool just sits there and let Bill Maher say, oh yeah, Paul Manafort, he went to jail because he was with Russia. And Eric Trump even said that they're getting money from Russia. They said it, they're affiliated with Russia. So, you know, when there's a lot of smoke, there's got to be some fire. And I'm thinking to myself, oh my freaking God. Was it 20 billion or 20 million? Or is it $40 million the Fed spent looking into Russia collusion? And of course, Tim Pool never said, hey, did you know the dossier, the pissing on Russian hooker dossier came from Hillary Clinton? Did those words leave his mouth? Nope. Did it happen? Did he say that Carter Page was actually helping the CIA? Nope. Tim Pool didn't say that. Because you know how Bill stopped Tim Pool from replying? He said, and this is what happens every time on Bill Maher's show. Bill Maher says something stupid, and then you start pointing to facts. And then Bill Maher goes, well, I don't want to get into the weeds. In other words, oh, factual statement. Oh, no, you can't say that because I made a point. And I get it. And I think Charlie Kirk did the best job with Bill Maher, because Charlie Kirk said yes, and I didn't want to be adversarial. I didn't want to be rude. It's his podcast. It's his show. I didn't want to get in there and be rude and hateful. He said, but I tried to hit the points when I could, whenever he's given me an opportunity. Bill Maher has spent 50 freaking years in TV being a BS artist. You see, Bill Maher, people like Bill Maher, he is intellectually deficient. He is not intelligent. What he has is he has a big organization like HBO that pushes his garbage. And this is what people don't understand about the people the people that make the music and the people that own the movies, the people that do all this stuff. They're not smart. They're not intelligent. What they put out is not good. It's just once they're part of that club, the Illuminati, and I heard about the Black Illuminati. I mean, when you're in on the devil's team, the devil will deceive everyone. Everybody will get the phone call. Hey, yep, well, so-and-so sacrificed a baby. He paid his due today. We're going to run him. We're going to do him good for 6 months. We'll see how far we can push him. And then everybody jumps in on the push. That's the way it is. I mean, look right now. The hottest thing in Hollywood right now is Pedro Pascal. I think he's Mexican, loudmouth, anti-Trump, anti-America. Oh, immigrants are our best. Blah, blah, blah. Just out there shooting his mouth off. And he ain't got enough. I've got more talent in my, I won't say, to pretend. These people are public pretenders. They get paid to pretend to be something they're not. So, Tim Pool just lets Bill Maher run off, because Bill Maher doesn't know anything. And Bill Maher will not go and investigate the things that he thinks about. He doesn't, because as long as he doesn't investigate it, and his staff will only give him things that reinforces the way he thinks and feels. He still thinks January 6th was treasonous. He still thinks that on January 6th, people raided the Capitol, 5 or 6 cops were killed. He still thinks they were taking over the government. But the government was just lucky that the guys on January 6th, the terrorists forgot their guns. How lucky the United States is that the terrorists, the number one gun owners in America and the world, those guys that went to the Capitol that day, dadgummit, they forgot their guns. I mean, you don't really need guns to take over the U.S. The White House. You don't need guns to take Congress over. You don't need that. You can go in there and yell real loud and start saying expletives. You don't really need guns. More sarcasm. So just the fact that Bill Maher can run his freaking mouth and no one takes him to task. They got a little further in the interview and just talk about religion, and then Tim's like, oh, wait, I believe that there's a higher power out there somewhere, but it just kind of gets me when somebody says that God told these people to write the Bible down. I don't believe in the Bible. I don't believe that some Holy Spirit told these people to write stuff down in the book. That just don't make any sense.
We'll be right back after these messages.
Enchilada. I get the cable, phone, and internet for $248. It was $236. I don't know why it jumped to $248. I don't know what that
They
was
can't
about.
touch your hydro though, because you need hydro.
Well, my water is tied to the other place, so that's not gonna get shut off anytime soon. I don't think.
That's good.
Yeah, so I should be all right there. But I don't know. I'm
Maybe you can arrange something.
So we actually covered a little bit of this before, but I thought it'd be a good spot. Just kind of remind us of some stuff that went on, put some facts in the line. And again, I just wanted to correct, when he said hydro, he means the electricity bill, but it's just a little bit of miscommunication. But I get it. So this is Nats and the Pizza, folks. Probably what we're going to do is skip some of the stuff I did have planned, and we'll cover the Shanny, and then we'll get into the last stream that Vaughn did. Not the live from tonight, but the one with John and a little bit of Sammy, I think, unfortunately.
With the neighbor that's run an Ethernet cable from their place to yours, slip them some cash or something.
that's just for Wi-Fi. That's not for internet. Yeah, I can get on Wi-Fi right now, but if I want to get on the internet, the actual internet, it doesn't do anything. It just shows me a little white round circle. That's all it shows me. Well, a little pattern. It's actually a little pattern, but that's all it shows me.
So you can still use Wi-Fi after the 26th.
I still use Wi-Fi. I can see shit, but I can't communicate. I can't, call or text or any of that. But I can see, I can get on like Google and see occasional news articles or something. But as far as actual internet, no.
Well, I'm sure you'll find a way to come back. You always do.
I always do, yeah. And there's always a way to come back. It's just a matter of finding it. That's the thing, figuring it out. But it'll be, there'll be some way of coming back, I hope. Or maybe not. Maybe I'm gone forever. You never know. I mean, it's like I was saying on my morning coffee. I put 55 years into the truth movement and the prepper movement and, all the patriotic movements. And what do I have to show for it? Oh, a bunch of trolls destroyed my family, my finances, my property, my everything. Destroyed everything. Got everybody down here hating on me and shit. And did I deserve any of that? No. But them's the cards that I'm dealt, right? You got to play the cards you're dealt. So I don't know the impact of it all, but I'm just going to go with it one day at a time. But that's just, that's the way it is. But no, I mean, my internet and phone and cable, it gets shut down on the 26th officially. And so my internet's been coming on and off, on and off, on and off. So I could disappear right now because it's been going on and off for some stupid reason. I guess, like I said, to get me to pay the bill. I can't pay the bill. Ain't got no money. Now, see, I was under the impression I would get a back check for my disability, and apparently, because we had just walked it through not even a few months ago, but apparently no, they got to start all over again fresh, which makes no sense to me whatsoever, because we just done it a few months ago. Seems like the lawyer could just go over there, hey, give him his shit, and that'd be the end of it, and that's, it's done. But I guess not. Got to start it all over again. So, now, like I said, it's my opinion that the attorney is going to be highly motivated to get me the biggest back check they can get, because they get a cut of it. They get like 12 or 13% of it. So they're going to be highly motivated to give me a back check. And that back check
Are you working at all to get your disability back in? Or
what's that?
Are you working at all to get your disability reinstated?
That's what we're trying to do. That's what I'm trying to get my back check and my disability and whatnot.
Well, just send a picture of your legs. Like, it shouldn't be that hard for them to fix.
Yeah, man, you would think my legs, as messed up as they are, that they'd take one look at them legs and they're like, "Oh my God, dude, You should qualify for disability right now. See, this is where America is fucking stupid, and every other country on earth is smart. Because in every other country, when you file for disability, they go by, your physical impairment. Not here in America. Apparently, America got a wild hair up their ass and said, hey, let's base it on income from way back when you was 20 years old working at McDonald's.
Yeah.
Well, that's asinine. Obviously, 20 years ago when I'm working at McDonald's, I could work. I was physically fit. I'm no longer physically fit, which is why I need the damn disability. Now, you would think common sense would kick in, and people are like, well, yeah, I mean, the guy's broke down. He's like a truck at the side of the road with a flat tire. He needs help. He needs assistance. No, we can't. And we can't apply common sense to this thing. We got to go by income that you did 10, 20 years ago, 30 years ago, whatever, and not go by your physical ailments, which is stupid. So I mean, it's just crazy. It's asinine. Catfished into begging a fake woman into coming to live with him. Yeah, like you couldn't tell I'm kidding? Really? Holy fuck, dude. That's sad. That's sad. Come to what? What's she coming to? There's nothing here. There's literally nothing here. What would she be coming to? She ain't coming to shit because I don't have anything. Nothing is mine, as you well know. So, I mean, what would she be coming to?
Well, the trailer you're in right now is yours.
No, it's not.
No?
Nope. I don't have anything. It's all gone. All gone. Poof.
Well, you could always tow the trailer into a different location. They'll never know.
No. A semi-truck won't even hitch to your trailer for under $2,000. Won't even hitch to it.
You got a Ford?
Do
you have a Ford?
Do I have a what?
A Ford truck?
No, I told you I don't have nothing. Why don't you own your estate? It's complicated, but I don't. And I'm not worried about it. Do I look worried? I'm not worried. Here's the way I look at things, okay? I may have lost everything, but what that does when you lose everything, what that does is that gives the gods the ability to then turn around and give you something a lot better. All right? Let's say Cisco has a package in his hands, okay? It's a really nicely wrapped Christmas package, okay? And he's got it in his hands, all right? I've got a much bigger Christmas package that I want to give him. In order to give him the bigger package, he has to put the package he's got down. And then he can grab the package that I want to give him. Same thing here, only on a much larger scale. While it's true that I may have lost everything, it just opens the door for the gods to give me bigger and better. You understand? Now the trolls will say, oh, well, we got his kids took away. We got his wife destroyed. We got his parents destroyed. We got his inheritance stolen. But what the trolls don't understand is that all they've done is given the gods and goddesses of freedom religion the ability to give me something even better. And so I'm just sitting pretty, man. I'm sitting in the easy chair, just waiting for that better thing to come along. And it will come along. I mean, how many times have you fucking trolls said, oh, he'll never be back. We finally got him. He's finally gone. And then I'm back, a week later, 2 weeks later, a month later, whatever. I'm always back.
Yeah,
Okay,
I think one time you were off the internet for an entire year, but then you came back.
Yeah. And that's how they operate. Okay. Yeah, I've lost everything. There's no doubt. But that just opens the door for the gods to give me bigger and better, which is probably what they intend to do. Remember, the gods said they're going to restore every facet of my life. Finances, physical, mental, property, you name it. Okay? So obviously there's something big on the horizon coming. And now I'm seeing all these angelic numbers: 222, 333, 444, 111, 555, 666. Well, not 66 so much, but 7. I even saw 777 once. So I'm seeing all these angelic numbers over and over and over. This morning, I went to the doctor. Got on the scale, guess what? 222. Okay. So I'm seeing these angelic numbers over and over and over again. So obviously there is something getting ready to go down. Not only with me personally, but I think on either a state or national or maybe even a global level. But something's getting ready to go down because I'm seeing these numbers over and over and over again. And some smarmy ass said, well, that just means you're going to fucking die. Well, okay, then if I die, guess what? I'll just come right back. Why? Because there's a prophecy over my head that says you have a great and glorious future that'll benefit all of mankind. Has that happened yet? No. So am I going to be coming back? You bet. I may come back in this body. I may come back in another body. But I'm coming back because the prophecy over my head has not been fulfilled. Do you get it? Do you get it up here, trolls? Anything you do to me, trolls, is going to be for naught because the prophecy over my head has not been fulfilled yet. Get it? So you can sit there and say, oh, well, we destroyed his life. We destroyed his family. We destroyed his finances. We took everything away from him. Yes, you did. And the gods are just going to give me something better because I have a prophecy to fulfill, and it hasn't been fulfilled yet.
We'll be right back after these messages.
You know what? I love you, Cobes, because of time constraints. I think we're going to skip ahead a little bit. Keep it on the Von Helton wagon somewhat. But let's take a look here. So, something a little different. We got, where did I put? I know I'm staring right at it. Oh, it's coming up. I tell you what, we'll do some more Vaughn. This is a little something. This is from a Vaughn Live. There's only a few minutes of him crying. It's a little bit different. So, let's do that. Yeah.
I ain't got no kids anymore, but I got a fuck ton of chairs.
Come on down to Stinky's world of fucking chairs.
Holy hopping horse shit! We got chairs out the ass! Big chairs, little chairs. We're liquidating the fuck out of these chairs. We got chairs for all sorts of asses. And a mukbanging. We got that chair. Lymphedema. We got that chair. Watching the Weather Channel. We got that chair. All chairs are made in the great USA, not China! So remember, for all your chair needs,
come on down to Stinky's world of fucking chairs.
Stinky's world of chairs! We'll sew you the entire seat, but you only need the edge.
But it's just me at the moment, and just you know, to update you and to talk about some things that I posted to True Social that I never got around to talking about, and then that's it. Then I'll leave you alone. I'll get out of your hair. But just to you know, talk about some things that I posted and basically give you an update. I am still hooked up to the internet, but now that they know that there's no money there, because I just got an email from them saying your payment didn't get auto paid, so I could go at any moment. And, so you know, it seems obvious that you know, people would rather pay convicted criminals and evil fuckers money than people like myself that want to bring them the truth. I watched a drunken peasant's video last night. He got $909.11. $909.11. I sit here with no money. I don't understand. A drunk, by their own admission, a drunk, because it's called the Drunken Peasants. Hello. You know, so admittedly he's a drunk. Admittedly he's, you know, I think he even has a criminal record. For sure, though, the purpose of their show is to harass, bully, antagonize, defame other people. That's his show. That's what he does over and over and over again. And so I'm watching this show, and I'm watching this yellow line up there, and it's getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And by the time the show was over, he had $109.11. A drunk, and possibly a criminal. And he got $900 while he was doing his live show. While he was doing his live show, he got $900. I don't understand, folks. Help me to understand this shit. Help me to understand why a fucking drunk that is belligerent, that is fucking evil, that is fucking doing his best to destroy people's lives, gets $900 fucking dollars in a live show, and I don't get shit. Do you see my fucking phone ringing? Yeah, no, you don't. You know why? Because ain't nobody sending shit. That's why. It's insane. I don't get it, man. You know. Let's see. Yeah, remind me later, fuckers. I don't get it. Help me to understand. Help me to understand why a vagabond, a literal vagabond, can get $909.11 and I can't get one fucking penny. Not one. I don't understand. I really don't. Honest, I really don't. You know. Help me to understand this shit, because I'm not understanding it at all. I'm trying to help people. I'm trying to bring you the truth that will actually matter in your life, in your real life. What's this fucker doing? Oh, he's just sitting there talking shit about me, or about G-Man, or about, Cyrax, or about John Gashila, or Emo Hallingwolf, or, whoever, whatever flavor of the day he happens to be talking shit about. Trailer Park Elvis. They destroyed Trailer Park Elvis, too. Got him kicked out of his mobile home, and he had to go out on the road. And then while he was out on the road, they fucked with him while he was out on the road as well. I just, these people are fucking evil. And they bring in the bucks, apparently. But then people like me that try to tell the truth, well, I don't get shit. I get shat on. I get shat on, but I don't get shit. So it's like, okay, whatever, whatever floats your boat, I guess. I don't get it. I really don't. Honest, I really don't understand. Because that fucking drunk, that belligerent piece of shit, should have never got one fucking penny. And he should have had a whole bunch of people in the comment section of his live show saying, hey, why are you talking shit about Von Helden? Haven't you done enough to the man? He's lost his mother, he's lost his father, he's lost his wife, he's lost his kids, he's lost his inheritance, he even lost his fucking stimulus checks because of you fucks. Don't you think you fucked with Von Helden enough? But no, apparently not, because they did another fucking video, didn't they? And it's like, and he got $909.11 for talking shit about me. Not for trying to help anybody, not for trying to, improve somebody's way of life, or at the very least tell them the truth about a thing, because everything he said about me was lies anyway. But he got $909.11. I watched the shit happen. I watched that yellow bar get bigger and bigger. Yeah, so I don't understand. I don't get this. There's my Cash App right there. Cash App is free. It's secure. It's bonded and insured. It's recognized by the Better Business Bureau. Send me a fucking cup of coffee, for fuck's sake. Cup of coffee at Starbucks is what? $8 now, I think. $7 or $8. All right. If 1,000 people send me $7 or $8, guess what? I'll be able to pay my fucking bills. I won't have to worry about not paying my bills. $1 to $5 per person would pay my bills. But nobody wants to do it. I don't know why. They just don't, I guess. But I don't understand. Help me to understand this shit, because I'm really not getting it. Why evil fucks can get money, but people like me that try to tell the truth don't get a dime. I don't. It doesn't make any sense to me. It don't make no fucking sense to me. I really do not understand. I really don't. But oh well. Yeah. Lynn May emails me and says, there's a lot of scammers out there. Well, yeah, there is. He says, get out there and press hard. I know you hate them, but, you know, what if you went on live? Just ignore them and try to make some money. I don't know. I try to help and I want to help, but many scammers are out there. Yeah, there is. There's a lot of scammers out there. That's true. That's very true. Lots of scammers out there. What are you going to do? Try to sell something. I don't have anything to sell. She's like, sell something. I don't have anything. But what am I going to sell? I mean, you know, there's not much I can sell, you know. But anyways, so there, you know, so I do have people watching. And, but yeah, man, I mean, you know, I don't know. I mean, was the drunken peasants guy, was he selling something? No, he's just sitting there talking shit about me and got $900 fucking dollars. Talking shit about me and got $900, folks. Let that sink in for a second. Why? I don't understand. I don't understand why evil always fucking wins. Now, now I know the generic response is going to be, well, we live in an evil world. Well, okay. Yeah, because, I mean, you've got evil oligarchs that are in control of the world. The New World Order, if you will. You know, a bunch of globalists in control of the world at the moment. I don't know. I just, you know, I'm of a mind that, you know, evil should lose and good should win. But yeah. Anyway, let's move on here because we're going to go over the things I posted on True Social, like I said, that I never got around to. And so we'll get that done and get that. Yeah, look at Hunter Biden. Okay, I just saw a thing about Hunter Biden. Okay.
All right, so we're going to skim through some of this because no one really gives a shit.
Here's a man.
What he posted on Truth Social.
On video, the critical part. How, you know, I wanted to mention this, you know, and like I said, it's not the good version of barium that they're releasing. Yeah, it's just.
Yeah.
It's just waiting for Alvin. Oh, Alvin is a hurricane, I guess, or a tropical storm. Oh, tropical storm Alvin. Okay.
In other news, U.S. residents are going to be happy to hear this. It just came out. There's a new website where any U.S. resident, as long as you live within a zip code that qualifies, you can apply to have your auto insurance rates reduced significantly.
Well, wonderful. Wonderful. That's a fucking ad, folks. That's an ad. Okay. Anyway. But yeah, you can have your insurance reduced. Oh my God. Well, I guess you could if you go to liability. If you go to strictly liability, you can have your insurance cut in half, I guess. Golly, what a load of crap. Yeah, but yeah, you can't comment on here unless you're a paying member because I had to make it that way because they were coming and they're just filling the chat up with racist and hateful comments and shit. There's more of them than there is of me, and I just can't sit there and keep hitting the delete button all fucking day. I can't do that, you know. And I got better things to do with my time anyway than to sit there hitting the fucking delete button all day. I got better things to do with my time. Now, these trolls don't, because the trolls live for that shit. They live to aggravate the fuck out of people online. And why the police don't arrest them for it, I don't know. I mean, isn't that harassment? Hello, FBI, isn't that harassment? But apparently the FBI don't give a fuck about the internet. Nobody does. Nobody gives a fuck about the internet because most government institutions still regard the internet as fantasy land. They don't realize that the internet is now reality where people can have their lives impacted negatively by the internet. They don't understand that. They don't want to understand it. They just believe that the internet is fantasy land and therefore it's not real. And therefore, oh, Bon, you can always turn off the internet. Yeah, but if I turn off the internet and all the other good people turn off the internet, the only people that are on the internet will be evil people. Duh. Now, this is not rocket science. This is easy to figure out, right? You know, but yeah, so it's crazy.
So I guess we did actually just end up watching an edited version of this. So you get the drill. We do have some stuff that hasn't been covered yet coming up, but let's check out Shanny. Let's check out Shanny for a minute, folks.
Let me do a quick little Bond rip for you, baby. Fucking. But anyway, Dick Weasel. Fucking. Fucking. Yeah, you are. Fucking fuckers. Fucker. Fucking shit. Fucking motherfucker. Fucking. Fucking fuck a virgin. Fuck a whore. Fuck them. Fuck you after you had your fucking affair. Motherfuckers. Fucking stepbrother. Did you tell your fucking audience that? Motherfucker. Fucking whore. And what the fuck? Fucking working my ass off for you. Fucking motherfucker. Fucking true. Fucking, you stupid fuck. So, I had a conversation with my nursing agency that works with me and helps me. And they gave me a name of someone who has been harassing my nurse facility that helps take care of me when Jason goes to work. I know your name. And because I know your name, they will be going to the proper authorities. It is my understanding you are local. And your name is a famous pop star who used to be married to Nick Carter. I suggest you stop doing what you're doing, because the authorities will charge you with harassment and threaten a vulnerable adult. Also, it is possible that my nursing agency will throw a lawsuit on your ass where you're going to have a restraining order on me and the facility. So I suggest whatever you think you're doing, you need to stop. Because you're harassing a place that helps people who are on hospice and people who aren't mobile. And it's really messed up to waste everyone's time because you're up to fuck shit. Yes. I suggest that you do better in life and not let everything you see on the internet trigger you to the point where you do foolish ass shit. Well, where he will track you down. Okay? The police are well aware about the harassment. They're well aware about the channels that are involved. The FBI is involved in this. They're all involved researching the shit that's been going down the last few years with us. Because they've seen it themselves and they're sick of their resources being wasted when there's people who are actually in need. So do better and stop your bullshit, or you're going to get in trouble with the law. Do you have anything to say, honey?
Not a word.
But you need to stop this. Everything you say is unsubstantiated, We've had social workers come in the house several times. We've had police officers come into our house several times. And in my opinion, since it's only me and Jason, the only people who should be able to report to them about us is us or our neighbors. Every other call should be taken unseriously, in my opinion, at this point. And I wish there was a law where there's substantial evidence of false reporting that they wouldn't take such calls seriously. But I guess they have to by law. But it's wasting everybody's time. Everyone's getting annoyed. Everyone's sick of this shit. They're sick of it. And regardless of what you have to say or what you believe, I'm still going to say what I believe I should be able to say. I have a God-given right to freedom of speech, like every man on earth and woman. We all have God-given rights to speech. Now, I'm not saying your speech doesn't have consequence to it, because it does. So if you're going to be a smartass, if you're going to be a bastard to someone, they have every right to ignore you and not want to have anything to do with you. So, yeah, the consequence of your free speech is, yes, you have the right to offend, but they also have a right to ignore. My freedom of expression when someone's being nasty to me is to block them. And you're not taking my freedom of expression away. And you're not going to take my freedom to have privacy away either. Because I know that's why these calls are going on to my nursing agency. Because they're legitimately trying to get information about their client. And that's bullshit. But I know your name. I work for the Lord. I say what I say because God given me that right to work for the Lord. He's given that spirit in my heart, and it's not going to go away. Ever. Ever. Jesus knows me. You better believe it. Jesus knows me, and I know him. I know the Father. I know who's sitting on the throne in heaven. I don't need anyone to tell me any different. I already know. Okay? And if your little atheist mind can't seem to handle that someone has Jesus in their life, that's your problem. Stop bringing your problems with someone personally into their real life. And stop bothering people that helps them and surrounds them. That's some fucked up shit. Do better. Be a better human. This isn't something what intellectuals do. This is something criminals do. You need to do better and stop your bullshit. Okay? Yeah, there was a couple days of our lives where fuck shit happened and we weren't the best behaved. But doesn't that happen to everyone? To hold a grudge over someone's weak points in their life is pretty shitty as well. Don't you acknowledge your own shittiness? Don't you acknowledge? Like, you're being shitty to me every fucking day. Every day you're being shitty to me. every day. And then you're saying, I'm the vile one? I don't think so. I'm not going to continue to fight to raising my voice. I'm just going to teach you like a mother would to a misbehaving child. Because that's how you act like a misbehaving, bratty child. You need discipline because you lack discipline and you lack self-control. And this is someone who has borderline personality disorder saying that to you. So do better. I had to go to therapy for years in order to get better. To not do things to people. Maybe you should. Maybe you should become better. Maybe you should go touch grass. I don't know. Do something. And take yourself off the internet so it's not so personal to you where you're going real life with someone for no reason other than rumors on the internet. Do better. God. It's ridiculous at this point. It's ridiculous at this point. It really is. So, no weapon formed against me will prosper because the Lord promised me that. All the works of the devil are slowly diminishing every day. And it should. It should. Because what you're doing to people, I feel sorry for you. I really do. So, anyway, I'm going to let you guys go. I hope what you take, and I pray to Jesus, please, Lord, you take what I say seriously, and you take it to heart, and you realize there's not much difference between me and you, because there isn't. I'm a human too. You wouldn't like being treated the way you treat me. You wouldn't. Keep that in your head. I'm done with fighting. I'm done with getting angry. I'm done with the name calling. Now, I might poke fun at someone here and there, but that's as far as what you get from me. So, play victim if I do. But seriously, I'm not angry at anyone. I just feel sorry for these people at this time. They're so miserable. And also, I gotta finish watching the Diddy case so we can do a recap of the day's events. And I got how Diddy was flagging people. He waited for them to put videos on and then flag them. So I'm just gonna do a recap and tell my opinion. And if Diddy doesn't like it, he can kiss my ass. Because YouTube ain't gonna take me down for an opinion. Now, are they? Bye, guys. Mwah.
We'll be right back after these messages.
We got a comment from Mamo Koba. You and Rev are the same because you both lost substantial properties you gained by your mother's dying through your worthlessness and stupidity.
Yeah, I got to admit, I was very stupid. You're right. I'm gonna agree with him. He's correct. He, she, it is correct. I was being stupid. I did some very stupid things that I should not have done. And
Listen, you can't
when you're
listen.
in
We
the
all make mistakes. It happens, but we move forward. We put our best foot forward, Vaughn.
but yeah, I mean, I admit it. That I made a very stupid move, and I shouldn't have made that stupid move. But that's okay because I believe that the gods have factored that in. They take my stupidity in stride and say, okay, he means well. And I believe that, I end up with something better. That's what you got to believe. You got to believe that, okay, I'm losing all this shit, but maybe I'll get something better in return. That's what you got to believe. You got to hold out hope for the best, right? And but yeah, I admit it. I made some stupid fucking moves. I sure did. Sure fuck did. I should have never ever agreed to some of the things I agreed to, and I did.
I made
Because
a lot of
I'm
mistakes
I
in my
trust.
life too,
I'm
Vaughn. Yeah.
well. See, somebody actually confronted me about this last night. They said, "Vaughn, you're way too fucking trusting," and it's true.
You
I
are
am
very, you
way
are
too
very
fucking
trusting, Vaughn.
trusting.
You are, yeah.
Believe it or not, it was actually Candace that said that. Believe it or not, she said you're too fucking trusting, which I am. And
Listen,
that
people,
was,
donate to Vaughn. Donate to the Cash App. The
yeah.
Cash App's
Hey,
at the bottom of the screen.
folks, if
Donate
I
to
can get
Vaughn's Cash App. Come on,
folks,
people.
if I can get $300 or $400 tonight, I can put that in my bank account and save my internet, my phone, and my cable, and my mobile
Amen,
device.
amen.
It's
Let's do it,
three
guys.
hundred
Come
bucks,
on.
man. That's all I need. $300. You can help me out, man. Somebody that's got some extra cash lying around, man. Maybe there's somebody out there watching that'll have pity on this poor old pagan, and give me the $300 I need to keep my internet, my phone, and my cable going. You know, you never know. You never know. But yeah, I admit it. I did. There was some stupid things that I did here recently that I should have never fucking done. And but I am trusting. I'm way too fucking trusting. I'm way too
I'm too
fucking
trusting
nice.
too. I am
And
just,
I
I
need to
am not
be
even
I need to
myself.
be a horse's ass more than I am, and yeah, that's what I need to do. I need to be more of a horse's ass than the trusting person that I am. But it is what it is, and it's already water over the bridge, and so I just got to go on with what I got and deal with it as
Amen.
best I know how. And that's when, and like I said, you believe that you will get something bigger and better as a result. That's what you have to believe, and so that's what I do believe. I believe that I'll get something bigger and better because I did some stupid things that I should not have done, and hopefully the gods factored that all in. And when they said, "Hey, we're going to restore everything. We're going to put you back to the way you were and everything." So but looks. The way it looks now, it doesn't look like that's what the gods are doing at all. It doesn't look like that at all. It looks like everything's going south, man. Going south fast, even. And that's what it looks like. But see, the gods, everything is in their time, not my time. So, they'll work it out maybe to where that everything, pendulum swings back my way and everything comes back to me, and or I can, I get blessed with a financial blessing and I can go out and get even more shit than what I had before. So, you got to look at it that way. You have to look at it from the perspective of, hey, I'm going to get a better blessing than what I had before. And that, that goes along with, taking the evil that the trolls and the haters did and turning it around for good. That's what you got to believe, man. You got to believe that way because you might as well, because if you keep thinking negative, you ain't going to get nothing for sure then. And I am out of Mountain Dew, so I'm going to go get a Mountain Dew and I'll be right back. You're the devil in the sky. Oh, yes, you are.
We'll be right back after these messages.
All right. All right.
Hey,
I got a little bit of time to kill. I got someone to drive. I got to pick someone up and drive them. They
okay.
pay me, but I got a few minutes to kill, so I figured let's chit chat.
Okay. Sounds like a wiener. A
Oh
wiener
boy,
the world
Vaughn.
awaited.
I picked up McDonald's, of course. That's what I live off of.
Well, you're not supposed to live off of fast food any more than you are TV dinners, but I mean, you know.
At least I got free fries for my meal.
Oh wow, really? Now, how did you pull that one off? Because that's pretty good.
You got to use the app.
Oh, you got to use the app. Okay. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna have to get the app then.
You
Yeah.
download the McDonald's app and you sign up, get login, username, password, and then you get points, and then you get also coupons. I had a coupon with that says free fries.
Wow, that's pretty good. That's pretty
Yeah.
good, man. Yeah, I love the coupon buy one get one free. That's my favorite coupon. Buy one get one free. And see, Whopper would do that every now and then. They used to have the 99-cent Whoppers, man. And then if you got a coupon on top of that that said buy one get one free, you made out like a bandit. You know, it was great. But those days are long since gone, I think. I don't know. We'll have to see, but I think they're long gone.
Is that the real Sammy? Let me hook up Sammy.
I'm a hot dog. I'm a hot dog. I'm a hot dog. Look at me. Look at me. I'm a hot dog. I'm a hot dog. I'm a hot dog. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me. I'm a hot dog. Everybody party. I'm a hot dog. Fun on a bike. Fun. I'm a hot dog. Everybody party. Look at me. 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 I'm a hot dog.
All right, we'll see. We shall see, mon ami.
It says having problems connecting to the internet. What's that about?
Maybe he's getting bombed. I don't know. Supposedly they killed the leader of Hamas, and so Hamas is retaliating, and so
Can you give Sammy the link, Bob? Can you go give Sammy the link?
I don't have Sammy's contact information.
Can you drop it in the public chat?
No, I can't do that either. I don't have a YouTube account, and I don't have a Facebook account, so no, I can't. I can't do that. Link me up, Leprechaun.
You don't have Sammy's email?
No, I do
Yeah,
not have.
yeah, you do. You have Sammy's email.
No, do I? Let me see. Hang on. Let me see. Let me. Hold on. Let me see if I do. Maybe I do. I don't know. Let me see. Let me start a new mail and see. Sam. Put Sam in there. I do have it. Okay. I didn't even know I had the damn thing. All right. I'll give him the link. Hang on. I'll give him the link. I didn't even know I had your email, Sam. I had no idea. But not a clue. I had no idea. All right, Sam, you should get the email right now. Mamma mia. Anybody remember ABBA? Of course you don't. Put your hands down. Y'all are too damn young. Y'all too damn young to remember ABBA. You have a good eye. Well, thank you. Send you an email. That's all I know to do. Chilling like a villain, yeah. Well, Sammy got the link. President Trump has now angered all the veterans because the veterans are like, hey, wait a minute, you're getting rid of Veterans Day and replacing it with World War I Day and World War II Day, which he is. But maybe there's still a Veterans Day out there. Maybe he's got another designated date for Veterans Day. I don't know.
All right, I rebooted the phone. Let me see if my shit's working now that I rebooted.
Outstanding.
Oh, there it goes. Okay, it did go through. I guess my phone was fucking up, I guess, somehow.
I guess, yeah.
All right, Sammy, I'm coming. Okay. If
Mobile devices are notorious for not doing live very well. I don't know why that is. I guess because of the constant streaming. And a mobile device just isn't set up for that. But, I don't know. Don't know. I do know that I got food in the microwave I need to go get. And
there you go. Get the food in the microwave, man.
Get my food, by God.
I'm having just a good old time. I'm contemplating about changing my life. I'm contemplating about maybe making a big career move and changing my location.
Your location changes all the time. You live out of your car. Imagine that, folks, being at a point in your life where you're back living in your car and you're alone, and maybe it's time to contemplate some life changes. Maybe now's the time, right?
Been out to I think maybe I should move out of New Jersey, so I'm thinking about leaving New Jersey. I'm not sure yet, but I don't know. I don't.
Someplace that's affordable. Someplace that's not on the East Coast or the West Coast, where everything is, where all the prices are jacked sky high.
Maybe Clay County,
out in the hinterland.
Is that the real Sammy? If that's the real Sammy, give me the middle finger. If that's the real Sammy, give me the middle finger.
Yeah, because we need the real Sammy, not an imposter.
All right, there's the middle finger. Thank you. I always like I like a good middle finger. Look at this. I went to McDonald's because I'm a fat fuck and that's all I can afford. They gave out this certificate, this little pamphlet. It says you can make $18 an hour and get free food. They will give you food, so you get free burgers, free. They give you health insurance and $18 an hour to flip burgers, man. Isn't America wonderful? $18, you just stand there and flip burgers and get free food and free health care. And it says that we will also reimburse your school if you need it. Wow. I might work for McDonald's. Shit, I might get a second job.
You're gonna work for McDonald's?
Huh?
Hell, I might have to go work for McDonald's.
Do that. I mean, free health insurance and free school.
Free health insurance and they pay my schooling. Fuck.
Yeah, look, $18. I'm not bullshitting. $18 an hour.
Holy shit. Yeah, but it's the schooling that I'm listening, because school isn't cheap, man. I mean, that's
and it even says here they pay for your now. I guess you have to have safety shoes. They pay for your shoes. They pay for time off. Pay for food. Pay for tuition. Pay for health insurance. Man, fuck me, man. I'm gonna go do it, man. I'm going to work at McDonald's. Fuck it. Hey, Shannon, what's going on? How you doing? You changed your ways yet, Shannon? Are you reformed? Are you gonna repent of your sins? Are you gonna repent of your favors?
Sorry, I didn't say it.
So what's going on, Sammy? How's your night going?
What a veer.
So the leader of Hamas is dead. The leader of Hamas is dead.
They killed more leaders. They always replace them, but they're on their last legs. The war is about to end. And I told you what's going to happen when the war ends.
Right.
and we're going to strike Iran soon. You know what I heard from an Iranian dissident that lives in the UK, Meyer Tusi. I'm subscribed to his channel. He always has the inside information on what's happening in Iran. He has family there. His dad is still there, and he has connections to the Iranians. And he's like a supporter of the Crown Prince Pahlavi, Reza Pahlavi. He wants the Islamicists gone. He doesn't like them. He hates them. He calls them nutters.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because they're...
So what he's reporting today is that on their evening news, on their, in Iran, just the other day, an IRGC spokesman actually made a threat against the UK and the United States. He said, we have sleeper cells that we can activate in the UK and in the United States, and we'll get them from within. We don't have to fire rockets on them. And he also not even tacitly implied the use of tactical nuclear weapons. All right, yeah, whatever, Shannon. But those were American mercenaries that yesterday had to shoot into the open Palestinian crowd, and they shot and killed a Palestinian because they were bum rushing the green zone food distribution that the American mercenary group was distributing. It wasn't even us. It was, see, the Americans don't play around. They don't fuck around. They shoot right into your a crowd. Anyway, Lin May, me so horny, me want the Asian pussy. But listen, this fucking spokesperson even didn't even try to cover his stupid ass from exposing the fact that they have nuclear weapons already. The Iranians have tactical nukes. They have suitcase bombs that they've smuggled into the UK and the UN, and to the UK and the US, and they've given it to their sleeper cells. He says we have enough nuclear material, not for like a Hiroshima-sized bomb. I can find you the footage. It was just the other day. We don't have the we didn't make a Hiroshima or Nagasaki-sized bomb, but we have tactical nukes. And we've given we can activate sleeper cells from within these countries.
Privately, that if they get the bomb, they will bomb the United States and Israel. They've said that numerous times.
And the UK, he said it last night on the
UK. Yeah,
was on Fox Business with the big-titted. What's her name?
Is she Jewish now?
Yeah, she converted.
Oh, she converted.
Oh, she converted. Good for her.
Wow, why am I not surprised? Why does that not shock me? Why am I not shocked?
She knows what's good, man. She knows what's right.
Why am I not shocked by that? I am not shocked.
Hey, I converted, that's the,
holy shit, the whole goddamn government might as well convert at this point. I mean, holy fuck, they might as well.
We need Trump to be official. We need, you know what we need? We need a televised event of Trump going to the mikveh, getting immersed in the mikveh. That would be awesome.
Holy shit, ain't you seen the pictures? They gave him the fucking crown of the Torah.
We need it on TV official. We need it on TV official.
They gave him the crown of the Torah.
About Jesus all the time. He wants to make sure that his base is on board.
He has to claim to be a Christian, or he won't get elected.
All joking aside, I think Trump is probably most likely a non-believer. I don't think he really believes in God.
No, he believes in God. He almost got shot. He believes. No, he believes in God.
Well, that's what people are saying. People are saying
he almost died, so he didn't believe in God now.
Yeah, now they're saying that he grew up in Jamaica, Queens. Jamaica, Queens is not a religious place.
Not
okay, they're
religious
regular
place,
people. Yeah. He's a New Yorker,
No, but he believes in God in his own way. He does. There's no way after his assassination attempt that he didn't become even a stronger believer in God. But I'll tell you something. All that's going, I'm really at this point unsure and confused, and he's got me guessing as much as everybody else what's going to happen with Iran. If it's good cop, bad cop. It could be the case, but Israel is ready within 7 hours of loading up the bombs on the planes. The plans are ready to go.
Load them up, baby. Load them up.
It can be done within 7 hours. The plans and the logistics are already in place. And we don't have to give notice to Trump or to anybody. We'll go ahead and do it on our own.
Yeah.
And then the shit.
Say this publicly. If that is indeed the case, I absolutely support it 150%. I absolutely support it.
It was on Fox News.
The king of Saudi
reported on it
Arabia,
also.
King Solomon is he's a reformer. He's a peacenik. He's pro-Israel. He's not gun ho like the. Huh?
Well, he's
a what?
He's smart enough.
The Saud family are crypto Jews, and guess what? The Bin Laden family were crypto Jews as well.
Well, here's the thing. Okay, here's the thing. Okay, he's got.
I mean, it's biblical, right? Because technically speaking, Amalek and Esav come from the family tree too. So.
Well, here's the thing. Okay, he's got shit tons of money. He wants to keep his fucking money, and the best way to keep your money is by not killing people. That's how you keep your money. And so he's smart enough to realize that, and so
who he pissed off? He pissed off the Iranians. You know what? There was an Iranian cleric. It was on that same show from Meyer Tusi. An Iranian cleric went to Mecca and started shit talking Mecca, and calling it like an amusement park, and it's not a religious center. And he a long bearded Persian guy, and make a white beard, was talking shit in front of with Mecca in the backdrop, and he live streamed it, and they arrested him.
They arrested him.
The Saudis arrested him, and they put him.
You can't talk shit about Islam. You can't talk shit about Islam.
No, but he's a Muslim Shiite cleric in Mecca, talking shit about Mecca and the Saudis, and they caught wind of it, of what he was saying, and they arrested him.
Yeah, but was he telling the truth, or was he talking bullshit?
Well, it is a form of suitcase nukes.
She's a troll. Okay, well, I was afraid of that. I was hoping that she wasn't.
Get your hopes up. She's fucking playing you.
I was hoping that she wasn't.
If she's even a she.
Right.
Could be a he.
Most of the time it is a he. There, I was looking at a statistic years ago. It said that 90% of the women on the internet are actually dudes. That's the real statistic. You can look it up.
What happened to John? He's on his internet.
John's there. He's just muted. You're muted, John.
I can't see his fucking camera.
Well, he turned his camera off because he's got a passenger. He's doing the Uber thing. He's got a passenger.
Oh, he's doing his job.
He's doing the Uber thing, so he had to turn the camera off, which that's fine. I understand. That's not a problem. So he's doing the Uber thing, and then he'll come back when he gets done with his customer. He'll be back.
You know why so many Jewish guys go for Japanese and Korean women? I mean,
traditional women. That's why.
Yeah, it's like
they're traditional women. They believe in being at home. They believe in
good.
cooking. They believe in children. They're traditional, and they look good. That's right. They look good, and they believe in home and hearth and taking care of kids and loving their husbands, and and so men are flocking to these chicks because they're traditional women, and men want traditional wives. So
how many guys married Korean women? When I was on base, they were like every other guy had a Korean wife.
Hey, I didn't say that. Sammy said that, Lin May. I didn't say that. Sammy said that.
You know, sucky. Oh, fucky.
Sammy said that shit, not me.
Lin May, are you a real woman or are you fake? Are you fake? Or you good?
Well, supposedly she's working up the courage to get online. Hopefully she will.
She's Filipino. She's got the U.S. Navy there for fucky sucky and fucky sucky.
Well, I don't know. I do not know. I know I've been scammed lots of times, though. That's for damn sure. Holy shit. I mean,
that's the dude, man. Just give it
so
up.
Many,
they know you like the Asian.
They know I like Asian chicks. Yeah, I know. Yeah, the trolls know I like Asian chicks. So. I don't know. We'll see.
Lynn may be faking it.
I don't know. Well, she just said goodbye, so I don't know.
Ni hao, bye bye.
Yeah, well, he don't think you're real, Lin May. I mean, can you blame him? I mean, all these trolls, all these haters in the outside chat talking shit, you know? I mean, we have to be careful because, you know, I mean, some of us have got death threats, actual death threats put on us. So we have to be careful. You know, I personally have had several death threats levied against me. You know, so I mean, this is not a joke. This is serious stuff. You know, people have actually threatened my life for real, and that's just the way it is, man.
Somebody was impersonating me. I think it was Woody from Missouri that's pretending to be Woody from New Hampshire, going by a different name. These guys are shisty. They're shisty. These fucking YouTube trolls, man.
Oh, YouTube trolls are the worst. They need to go to prison is what they need to do. They need to go to prison. And hopefully if they do, then that'll change things, I hope.
Anyway, I'll give you a lowdown of what I'm presuming will happen. Remember we talked about that astrologer woman from Texas?
Right.
And her prognostications. We're not into the month of June yet, okay? There's a holiday coming up.
We're close. We're damn close. It's only 4 more days.
Yeah, well, she said June 6th. She said
June 6th. Okay.
She said June 6th. Mars will go into the constellation of Leo, and then the fireworks again. That's what she said. Okay. Leaders will be toppled.
Leaders will be toppled. Well, we'll see. We'll see. I'll be.
You saw that Trump went all of a sudden went all in on the CBDCs. He said CBDCs is a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
On his Truth Social on his X account.
I will try to be cautiously optimistic. Is what I would try to be. Excuse me. I will try to be cautiously optimistic.
But you know, Ron DeSantis, this is really incredible news. Did you hear what he did? He signed into legislation in Florida, the state of Florida. The metals, gold and silver, are now legal tender for transactions.
Yeah, I heard about that.
They implemented a gold standard for fucking Florida.
I did. I heard about that. I sure did. And I'm glad. I'm glad to see they're bringing back the gold standard and the silver standard. I like that. See, our money, for those of you that don't know what the hell we're talking about, years and years ago, American money was called a silver certificate, okay? It even had it wrote right on the dollar bill, silver certificate. Now, what that means is that you could take that dollar bill, you could go to the bank, and you could actually exchange it for real silver. And when the globalists came here and the bankers came here, what they done was they wiped out the silver certificate and the gold standard and all that, and went to the Rothschild fake money, which we have
fiat financialized dollar.
Right, fiat currency. Right, it's called fiat currency.
Confidence and a con game.
Yeah, it's just a con. Yeah, it's just a con. It really is.
And military force.
Yeah. And but it's and so we've been using the fake money ever since. But yeah, our dollars used to actually say right on there, silver certificate. It said it right on the dollar bill, and you could go to a bank and cash it in for real silver anytime you wanted to. The thing of it is, though, is you can't do that today. So
Trump is signaling that the dollar, as you know it, is about to die, and he's going to central bank digital currencies, where he said he's not for it, and now all of a sudden he's for it.
Right. I don't know. Maybe he's actually listening to what I got to say. I hope so.
No, he's going for central bank digital currencies.
Oh, he's going with the central bank. Oh, he's going with the central bank. Well, that's the wrong direction.
CBDCs, he says it's a beautiful thing. It's a good thing.
Yeah, that's the wrong direction. But I mean, hey, I'm not president.
DeSantis legalized gold.
Oh, DeSantis is fit to be tied. He's absolutely off the fucking chain. DeSantis is. He saw what they were doing to Elon Musk, and he absolutely went off, man. He went off on that shit. And then and if he hears about this centralized banking shit, he's going to go off on that too. You can bet on it. DeSantis,
Florida made fluoride illegal in the drinking water.
My understanding is that DeSantis is getting rid of fluoride in water.
He already did. He signed it.
He already did. Okay.
That's a big thumbs up and kudos for DeSantis.
Yeah.
And a big thumbs up and kudos.
And now get this though, Sammy. Get this. This is gonna blow your fucking mind. Supposedly there's chlorine in the fucking water too.
Yeah.
What the fuck? What the fuck is chlorine doing in the goddamn water? That's a goddamn that's what you use to fucking get stains off your porch.
Sterilize a pool.
Yeah. What the fuck, man? You ain't supposed to drink that shit. These people are nuts. I didn't even know there was chlorine in the shit. I mean, I know about the fluoride, but I didn't know about the damn chlorine. It's like, holy shit, that's fucking toxic. But supposedly he's getting rid of that too, so that's good.
No, he said the legislation that was written up is any additive, not just fluoride.
Right.
Anything. You can't add anything to the water supply. Nothing.
Correct. And that's a good thing. That's a real good thing. Because, I mean, yeah, man, that shit, I mean, my God, that's insane.
No wonder half of America looks like fucking mutants of the apocalypse, like that douchebag.
Chlorine. Yeah, because of chlorine. Fucking chlorine messed your whole damn body up, man. Yeah, fuck yeah. That's nuts. That is nuts, man. That's messed up. I don't know how to react to that, man. That's insane. I had to let John know, and when he comes back, I'll let him know. Yeah.
I'm fucking in seventh heaven right now, and I feel reborn. It's not like I'm born again Christian, but I'll tell you something. I got my prescription for Ozempic, and the doctor recommended a mini dose, like a miniature dose, and not the full dose.
Right.
It's 0 points, all the joint pain. It actually helps the pancreas.
Actually, quite a few lawsuits saying that people take Ozempic and it works great for like the first month, the first 2 months, and then you not only do you get the weight back, but you get put on even more weight.
No, it's not about losing weight. It's for diabetics. It's intended for diabetics. It's a health.
I understand that, but a lot of it has a like a lot of people are saying it has a reverse effect after a while.
But guess what? This is not the full dosage. This is something research that's been done lately.
Shannon wants to know if she can come over there and throw herself on top of you. That's what she's asking.
No, God forbid, no. But she's talking about Ezekiel, a passage from Ezekiel, that people will not want their gold and silver. It's actually true because of the mayhem and the chaos and insanity. Gold and silver is not going to be your Lord and Savior or your refuge. It's not. It's a good reserve of your worth, of your wealth, and your work, but it won't save you. And the financial meltdown that's going to occur is going to make a lot of people lose their minds. They're going to become insane. They're going to be crawling on the floor in pain. But anyway, John, the mini dosage of the Ozempic, after the trials they ran, they found that it helps diabetics actually heal. It actually it actually induces the pancreas to go back to working, to functioning, and it produces insulin, and it naturally balances your blood sugar level, and then all of your aches and pains go away. I can personally attest to it. My own personal testament, or what do you call it? Whatever you want to call it. My own
testament. Testament.
My own testament. Yeah. I feel fucking
testimony.
My own testimony. I'm more clear-headed. I have less pain. I play tennis with my boy, and I can keep up with him. in a full court, and we're having fun, and I can run, I can breathe. Oh my God, it's like being born again. I feel it. It's like you don't appreciate how good it feels to feel normal and pain free after years of having pain. It's incredible. It really is incredible.
Well, now I am not 100% diabetic, but I'm what they call borderline. And so I don't know. Maybe this will help me too, man. I mean,
yeah,
that's an interesting admission, because we have long said his major issues is diabetes. Like that, we all know, right? It's the diabetes, folks. And he is admitting now, this is a big concession for Vaughn. So, quote unquote, borderline. They've told him that he's diabetic. He's most likely diabetic. He's just, he's trying to hang on this. Oh, I'm borderline. I'm not quite there. I'm just on the... No, you're full blown, dude. Full blown.
Problems with sugar?
They say I'm borderline. I don't know that I am. I've never really, I mean, I get tired, but I just figured it was because me being old, but I don't know. But they say I'm borderline.
I feel like every day I've gotten a professional massage to relieve my pain. I wake up with no pain. It's as if I've been to
that
a
is a very good thing to wake up with no pain, buddy. That is a very good thing. We all should hope for that, to wake up with no pain.
My cousin was here, and she's married. She's got like 4 kids, and her husband is also genetically predisposed to having his heart issues, heart disease, and blocked arteries and everything. I told her about Japanese natokine. She's a nurse in a hospital, a big hospital here in Israel. And she looked at it. She said she'll study it and she'll recommend it to her husband. And she'll get the supplements in tablet form, not the food. You can buy it from GNC. You can buy it from so many different online vitamin shops. And that's where she's going to get it. It's a vitamin K2 and natokine. I told you, it clears up your arteries almost overnight. It leaves the blockages. It's a miracle cure. The Japanese are no suckers, man. They're the healthiest people.
I wish
they're the healthiest people on the planet, man.
I wished I'd have known about that years ago when my dad had them blockages in his body. Because he would be alive today. He'd be alive today. Because, see, my dad died of blockages. And I miss him terribly.
I went to a cardiologist. They took a scan. What do you call that? The ultrasound of my heart.
Ultrasound.
They found that I'm predisposed to having arterial blockages. Now, I started eating the natto, and I'm taking those supplements. And guess what? They found results that happen overnight, like 80% reduction in blockages overnight.
For you personally?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Man, I'm telling you, it's like I've gotten a new lease on life. I feel fucking awesome. I feel young again, man.
I'd say you would, yeah, absolutely. Because more blood flow, you're going to feel revitalized,
And to the extremities also, to the baby making extremities.
Right, correct. Yeah, absolutely. All of it, the whole body. Because that affects your whole body circulation.
It's fucking awesome. It's like being born again, I swear.
We all need that.
You know what they found out? It's that there's an enzyme that serves as a probiotic in the Japanese natto that it actually survives the process of digestion, and it activates in the lower intestines and the large and the small intestines. And that's where it actually, works and functions on the blood flow It gets absorbed into the enzyme gets absorbed into the blood, and the whole circulatory system, and from within the blood, it affects the blockages and it reduces the blockages to nothing. Guess what? The statistics are on the Japanese. They don't suffer from heart disease.
They don't have anything like that.
Suckers that suffer from heart disease are fat fucking Americans.
Yep, Americans. Americans are the ones that's suffering from it, and we need to stop that.
It's so unnecessary. It's so unnecessary.
It is indeed.
John, you should look into getting Ozempic. Seriously, if you can, you qualify for it.
I don't have health insurance, so I don't have health insurance anymore. So
yeah,
not working for McDonald's, Poker.
I know. I got to start working for McDonald's and get the health insurance. That's what I need to do. Yeah.
Yeah, because then you get the health insurance. Yeah.
Then you can eat cheeseburgers up the wazoo, and then you just inject yourself with Ozempic. And you'll be fine.
Yeah. Yeah. There you go. There you go, man.
God,
Free food.
I was scared of all the things they were saying about that Ozempic. But for people suffering with diabetes, type 2 diabetes, it's a miracle cure. I can't say any more good things about it than it just fucking helped me relieve all of the symptoms and pain from the type 2 diabetes. It's balancing my blood sugar, and it's fucking incredible, and it's curing my pancreas.
Baruch Hashem, God works in mysterious ways. Baruch Hashem.
Well, holistic, we need to get back to them fish years ago that washed up on the shore, and it was made it in the mainstream news. And if I recall correctly, when they examined these fish, they found the pharmaceuticals had been what was killing them. They literally found pharmaceuticals in the fish that were dead on shore.
Yeah.
And we got to stop that, man. We got to fucking stop that shit. That cannot continue, okay? Because if it's killing the fish in our lakes and our oceans, we've got a problem, a big one, and we better fucking fix it fast. Because if animals and fish,
I can say that Florida, they're more conscious of the plagues that are plaguing the American people. That's why more rich people are flocking to Florida. That's why more awake people and conscious people are moving down there. And they're demanding that the government do the will of the people. So that's how they manage to get the fluoride out of the water. That's how they're managing to make a silver and gold legal tender again. The people there actually get their government to do what they want their government to do.
Yeah.
Oh, guess what? You like this. Trump appointed Janine, what's her name? Judge Janine.
Judge Janine, right.
As Attorney General for D.C. for the District of Columbia.
I like Judge Janine. I do. I like Judge Janine.
Yeah, she's a pretty
Janine Pirro. Janine Pirro.
Janine Pirro, right. She's a badass now. I like her. I do. I like her. I think. Now, that was a good pick. Judge Janine is a good pick.
You know why? You know why I think Trump is supporting CBDCs all of a sudden? Because he's really between a rock and a hard place. He
probably really is. Because Rothschild's saying, "Hey, pal, you don't go my way. I'm going to."
No, because fucking Fort Knox, northwest of you, has no fucking gold. He went there with all the other characters in his administration.
I tried to tell him. I tried to tell him.
So he can't rely on a gold standard. He can't promote a gold standard. No. He has to go to the digital currencies, the CBDCs.
Where our gold went to, I do not know, but it went somewhere. Our gold went somewhere.
The transition is going to be transitioned to digital currencies.
And okay, now let me stop you right there, because the second we transition into digital currency, Americans are going to be in for a big surprise because at that point, the government fucking owns you.
Baby, what a big surprise.
Yeah,
Right
baby,
in
what
front
a
of my
big
very
surprise.
eyes.
No, I do not play GTA 5, believe it or not. I've played everything else under the sun.
Dude, oh my god, dude, oh my god. Forza Horizon 5 on PlayStation.
Oh,
on
Forza,
PlayStation
yeah, I
2.
love Forza. I do play Forza.
Oh, it's
I've never played
fucking
it.
incredible.
I've got
It's
a
the
racing
best
wheel and everything.
fucking racing game ever.
I got a racing wheel and everything.
I
I just got to get it
fucking use
hooked up.
my Logitech wheel and my racing set.
I got a Ferrari wheel. Did you see it? I got a
I
Ferrari.
am fucking living it up with that racing game, man. You know Forza? John, you know
I love
Forza?
Forza. I love Forza. Forza is so good.
I got it for the PlayStation.
They
PlayStation
have
2.
Oh, really? I thought that's only an Xbox exclusive.
It came out in late April, early May, and I bought it, and it's fucking insane.
Oh,
so
yeah.
fun.
There you go.
Look at that, Sammy.
Oh, yeah. Ferrari.
Yeah, but
baby.
I have a Logitech.
Okay. Mine is a Thrustmaster, but it's got a Ferrari.
Thrustmaster.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you, I'm a Thrustmaster, baby. You know what I mean?
You got the Thrustmaster going with your African.
wait, I kicked Fawn out of the room somehow. How did I do that? Okay, there we go. I got a Thrustmaster, if you know what I mean, Sammy.
Yeah, I want to get a
Send me a message. Sammy, send me a message on Facebook saying, make sure you pound that pussy real good. I almost fell out of my chair when you said that, and I did. I lived up to the name, Sammy.
I got a nitro boost to my Thrustmaster with all the new medicines and shit that are revolutionary, man. I feel like a 20-year-old right now. I swear I can knock up someone real quick, real fast.
There you go.
I feel it. I feel it in my bones. I feel it in my boner.
Yeah, there you go. Sound like a plan to me, Maynard.
So I'm endorsing Ozempic. I'm actually endorsing it.
All right,
Yeah,
quick last message. I got to pick up my client and take her on to where she needs to go. I got a job. Someone's going to pay me some money to drive them. So last quick outro before we head off.
All right. Hey, I'm here for now, but I could be gone at literally any time. So see you, bye. You know, that's about it. I'm here biding my time, and until they shut everything off. So whenever that is.
Well, fellas, all I got to say is that we're reaching the crescendo, the finale, the fat lady singing, and I'm very happy, thank God. And let's get it on.
Yeah.
Let's get it on.
All right, folks. So that's the end of the big show tonight. I want to thank everybody for coming out, and a lot of Von Helton, a lot of little nuggets, little breadcrumbs dropped along the way, folks, tonight. So I hope you're able to catch it, share it with your friends, all that good stuff. Thumbs it up on the way out, and we'll keep you updated with everything Wolsey. Hopefully, we got some other cows too. You know, stuff going on. So we will definitely catch you on the other side, and we'll keep you caught up. If you see something, say something. Have a good night.